Hey guys, and welcome to D4.
Where I, Dustin.
And I, Devin, co-DM a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game.
Yes.
All true facts.
5th edition.
So we are still pre-recording. However, we're going to be live next week, May 19th, with Ethan Monsour's one-shot.
Oh my.
Yes. The one-shot, if you know anything about securing things, containing them, make sure that they're protected, you definitely want to tune in.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Very different.
And we will be back live with the BFGs on the 26th of May.
Woo!
We are so excited. Until then, though, nothing changes about the game. And you can expect us doing the same best, crazy, emotional thing that we've been doing.
Still scripted.
We'll see you in.
Still
see you-
scripted.
Yeah, always scripted. Hey guys, thank you to all of those that have been donating. The bit wars have been crazy. And we just want to remind you that everyone that donates 5,000 bits or more gets a signed artwork poster of the BFGs drawn by our lovely friend and artist Marquis Chancey. They are great. Also, you can gift these posters, as has been happening. Just get in contact with our people in the chat. They'll get the posters to wherever they need to go. A D4 mug, like this, will be given at 15,000 bits, and a Petunia Mini at 25,000 bits.
Not my Petunia.
Yeah. But what's even better is Session Zeros at 100,000 bits. And that is in one session. If we can get to 100,000 bits, Session Zeros are yours.
Yeah, we still have the 300 subscriber goal for that as well for the Session Zeros, but we wanted to give you guys another option to get those out there because we really want to see them seen. And
They're awesome.
we know we'll get there eventually, but we definitely want to give you that option.
Yeah, we're starting to get into, we touch on it a lot. So
Yep.
Yeah. Instant gratification.
Also on that, we are, once we hit 150 subscribers, we're going to be giving away the Dungeons & Dragons Adventures Outline Adult Coloring Book illustrated by Todd James, which is this right here.
so
It's
cool,
so
you
awesome.
guys.
The artwork is so
Show
amazing.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Also, we're going to be giving away
Oh, these are so cool.
a Dungeons & Dragons animated series Tiamat pen.
it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's super
We
awesome.
have it, we promise.
So those will be given away to one lucky winner. We'll raffle those off at 150 subscribers. And don't forget to please resub your Twitch subscription. Please. So it does not automatically renew, so you'll need to go in there and actually renew it every month to make sure that you keep that going.
As always, please donate to our charity of choice with Extra Life for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta to give kids a chance of a life of adventure. More information about that and our goals and rewards can be found on our donation page. So please check that out. Please donate. We made over 5,000 last year. We're going to try and beat 10,000 this year.
Yep. That website is extra-life.org/D4DNDRPG. So one of the main reasons why Ethan is stepping in to run his one-shot on the 19th is because May 17th to the 19th, Devin and I will be at
The Descent.
which is the live streaming event, that 3-day event that Wizards of the Coast is putting on to release their new adventure. It is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
If you're in the LA area, tickets are still available, but there are only a few left. Hopefully. They are $300 and they do get you the entire 3 days. They just put the schedule out last week. So check it out. There's signings, there's games, there's D&D epics for the Adventure League. It's going to be awesome. You can find more information at dnd.wizards.com/dndlive2019.
Yep. We also want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the current mothers, expecting mothers, and mothers of fur babies. Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm a fur baby mom.
I'm a fur baby.
I have like 30 that I take care of.
And with that, I think we need to go to our sponsors.
Kaka, is it me? Is it true? Is it Patrick Logan with D&D Beyond? It certainly it is. It's Earl. Earl is the one. Earl is the one. Earl.
He doesn't say caca.
Fake fan.
He says Earl.
Okay. Anyway.
Moving on. I want to thank everybody thus far who's given me water gnassies. I've got, I believe, 6 thus far. So I'm going to delay it one more week up until the 26th. Will be the first time we read the new Mad Lib. So what I want from you is 2 more, but specifically don't even necessarily have to think about something that just would be on a ship at this point, or even be anything useful. It's just like you could make a barrel man. It's like he hides in barrels. Do it. Make a barrel man. If I have precisely 8 and barrel man is one of them, barrel man is a part of the crew. Also, more wizards, more wizarding spells. You guys are doing a great job. You're using D&D Beyond to its utmost, which is part of the reason why I like promoting the program so much, because I think just exploring the full potential of what you can create of it, and I really appreciate that. Ghost of Saltmarsh is coming out May 21st. Obviously, part of the little tie-in is that they're going to be in the boat crew. And also, Beetle and Grimm, because we don't have Seisha here today. Hi, I'm Handbag. Handbag. Hello, Handbag. Hi, I'm Handbag. What tell us about Beetle and Grimm, Handbag? Hey, so Beetle and Grimm is great for props to help your... just set the mood and get the atmosphere going. They had a ship. They got great deals. Do it.
Thanks, Handbag.
Do it, Handbag. They made this. It's good. Handbag. And Handbag died on the way back to his home planet.
Because he didn't buy the salt.
He didn't buy the
silver edition.
salt mark.
He went to BeetleGrims.com. Buy some stuff.
Hi. It's me, Katie, the Sirenscape. Do you have issues making bird sounds and voicing handbags? Well, aren't you in luck?
Do you have a
You can
handbag
get-
voice sound?
You can, yeah, I'm sure that
Awesome.
there's voices you can use to voice your handbag.
Awesome. How about that?
Sounds like Polo.
Absolutely. It has all the options you need, from sci-fi to fantasy to deep sea adventure. I'm still recovering from that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think we all are. Thank you so much, Candace, for that.
But yeah, maybe there's some people here who might benefit from Sirenscape. So just give it a try. Check it out. See how it can enhance your pre-stream announcements. Sirenscape.
Do you like what we do here? You need to check out RockPunch. RockPunch is the reason we're able to make this show and have the bag, the handbag. RockPunch makes fantastic content. They make great skits. They do movie reviews. They do all sorts of really fun stuff. And they make it all possible. They're amazing. I love them all. Everything you see here is because of them. So check them out at RockPunch ATL on Twitch or RockPunch on YouTube, or join us on Discord. We're there all the time. We have a lot of fun here, don't we, Clements?
It's fun.
So by all means, feel free to join us. The crew here is amazing, and we love working with them. Okay.
I feel like your
You wanna-
announcement needs subtitles.
Do you want to give a little tease for next week?
Sure. So as was said, if you are a fan of the horror website SCP, we will be doing a small little story. I'm sorry. You're right. I forgot. We're going to be doing a small little story set in that universe. It's going to be specifically set within one of the canons. I'll let you guys guess which canon it is. You can go online and take a look at them. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really ridiculous. It's going to be over the top, and you're going to see all your familiar players, minus me. But they'll be playing very different characters. Very different characters.
So I think we have a special guest back next.
It's true. Ray Berry will be joining us once again to play an actual canon SCP. Yes, she will be playing an object. Which one? I guess you'll have to find out. Tune in next week. I promise it will
Pretty
be
sure Petunia Potts is
absolutely
an
worth
SCP.
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah,
There's something
for sure.
going on with
Basically.
her. And I'm going to keep this really short and sweet. Go to d4dnd.com to check out our shop, where you can find really interesting things like this, holding my nondescript energy drink.
Yes.
And that mug holding whatever Devin drinks. I don't know what
Yes,
Devin
and
drinks.
said Bill Ronto shirt.
And the Bill
yeah.
Ronto shirt. Come on.
Yes.
Everybody needs this shirt.
That's true.
Yes.
But yeah, do that.
Lastly, our new sponsor, Eldritch Foundry. We are super excited to be with them, and they're going to be making the party. If you want a little look into what they can create, well, just check out this.
Check out what?
Whoa!
Wow.
Yep.
Oh my God!
So this is the type of stuff. They are a custom miniature company, and their Kickstarter is live right now. So go to their Kickstarter, fund them, back them. They are incredible, and you can get more information at eldritchfoundry.com. That is eldritchfoundry.com, and they're incredible, and we're so glad to have them on board.
Does that mean we have to fight that?
No, this is our logo.
That doesn't mean we don't have to fight it, Devin.
It's going to go on the display.
Okay, good.
Here, we'll
Roll initiative.
No!
And without further ado, let us immerse ourselves into the Chronicles of D4.
welcome back. Last time, on a delivered, deplorable, and a determining directive, the BFGs found themselves split across the ends of the city, both looking for a way to get back together. Vaas found refuge with Davil of the Doom Raiders, who agreed to smuggle him in for trade and doing jobs for them. On the other end of town, Seisha traded an agreement of seeing Vaas again, if she agreed to see Gariel again for dinner tomorrow night. In the meeting, Petunia remembered she abandoned her job for being scooped up in the adrenaline of being an adventurer and needs to return before she loses said job.
We'll pay her, it's fine.
On the way back, the party fractured even further, with Seisha heading towards the manor and the others leaving to check up on Salazar, who was charged with watching over the brisk lights. Seisha spent time catching up with a heart-to-heart with the proprietor of the Bent Nail, and the others met Pixel and Daklin's uncle, Bedrin. After meeting up together, Vinley got a sending from the Blackstaff herself to seek out Hlam, a monk who lived in a cave hidden on the mountain.
Not a manticore.
Not
That
a
also
manticore.
lived in a cave on the side of the mountain.
Following that, the party received a strange, unmarked crate to the house, which ended up being a tightly packaged Vaas. With a brisk reunion, Vinley thinks quickly to change Vaas's hair color with the magical trinket comb they acquired earlier before heading back out into the city.
With nearly half the day gone, they had to move fast in order to complete the mission by day's end, fearing that they were chasing sunlight. Along the way, the party fought exhaustion, rock slides, a manticore, and a guard post of false guards, overtaken by Manshoon Zentarum agents. All encounters easily and epically bested by the growing companionship of the BFGs.
Yeah.
What waits beyond the gate closer to the top of the mountain is a mystery, but time is fleeting, with the final hour of light nearly snuffed out by the encroaching star-lit sky. With the leader of the Zentarum thugs disguised as a guard let go and walking down the mountain, Seisha speaks up.
Hey guys, the more I think about it, the more I don't think we should let that woman walk back into the city alone.
We should.
If she works for the Zentarum, I think the city should know what's going on. I'm going to catch up with her and take her to the city watch and turn her in for assault and impersonating an official.
Works for me.
Okay, you guys go ahead, help Vinley so she doesn't lose her chance to achieve what she's been looking for. Okay? The Zentarum woman is injured and unarmed, so I think I'll be safe. And also the terrain is dangerous, and I don't feel right letting her go alone for many reasons. I'll meet you back at Renaer's.
Okay.
When you guys return.
All right. Eyes open, ears sharp.
Do my best.
I approach, give her a pat on the shoulder, but I also want to look to the Zentarum guard and ask, because I don't think we did. Is this the only contingent you have on this mountain?
She kind of stops because she had already started to walk away, and she kind of stops and looks back and goes, and just like hearing what Seisha said, understands, yeah, almost got away with, like almost got let go.
Yep.
It was like,
Almost disappeared into the city.
Yep.
yeah, that's it.
Insight. Not good. 12.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be hiding. Yeah, seemed to be speaking truthful. And you just hear the defeat, and she's like, she got bested. At least she's leaving with her life. Doesn't really seem to have a reason to lie to you.
All right. Okay.
Seisha goes down, and the lady just holds her hands out.
Seisha ties up her hands and pushes her along.
Yep, leads her back down the mountain.
Okay.
With a last, she kind of looks to you, Vinley, and kind of nods, and you just see her go, good luck. Mouths good luck to you as she walks off, and like that look of, you got this, in her eyes.
Alrighty.
I think you too.
All right, so we should be on our way, I guess.
Let's do it.
It's getting pretty low in the sun there.
All right.
Do we think we have time for a short rest?
No.
don't think so.
I would veto that.
Okay,
if you brought
yeah,
it
cool.
up.
Then let's
You
boogie.
see, like you don't know exactly how many minutes, but it's less than an hour.
Oh,
before
then
light's gone.
yeah, we'll continue.
I have nothing.
What?
I'm tapped out. So I really hope this isn't a magical thing, which it probably is. Let's go.
If it is, fake it till we make it.
We'll figure it out.
Look, I can do card tricks. It's probably plenty. It's fine.
He's pretty good at cards.
I'm pretty good at cards.
I'm gonna walk away.
I feel like that didn't really
I don't think that really
build her
stuck.
up. Yeah.
I thought about mentioning like how good I am at dice, but that's not really a trick.
Can be.
I
The right dice.
move past the gate, keeping eyes open for anything else that we might encounter, like to the point where, because we're on the wall. Moving
Yeah,
down
you make your way down the
fast.
stairs and then out the backside of it,
Okay.
and take off, leading through that mountain pass once again. And
Okay.
after another mile up the mountain, the slope gradually levels out, making it much easier to traverse, no longer causing strain on your body. At the top of a ridge, finally making it to a clearing of a ledge that looks out over the entirety of the city. From this high up, it is hard for your brain to register height. You can only perceive the majesty and beauty of the City of Splendors as it sucks you in. You are all entranced by streets teeming with life, like an organized anthill, all moving along, living simple lives of daily life, or maybe something a little more dangerous as they move through the twinkling sky lights, city lights, in the fleeting minutes of daylight. You notice a few griffin riders perched on towering rooftops and castle walls before one swoops down the mountain pass, causing you a rush of wind to kick up through your hair.
As you look around, it seems the steep cliff is a dead end that looking out over the city. Around you is nothing but the path from whence you came and the massive rock walls that scale either side of the path, emptying into a semicircle at the edge of the mountain bluff.
Okay. It might be like in the tower. And I will run my hand, quickly run my hand across the rock wall.
Feels like rock.
Knowing, trying to push through.
I will search for anything, obviously non-magical mechanisms or anything like that.
Okay. Make a perception or investigation check, and you can make a wisdom saving throw.
20. Dirty 20.
Got it.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Got it. All right.
What's up?
On the right side of the ridge face of the towering wall, you can't tell what it is, but something seems out of place. There are no seams of a hidden door, nor does the rock look any different, but you hear an area that sounds hollow, while the wall is fully solid to the touch.
Vinley, as you move your hand over and you go to push, it's at first you're pushing on rock. And as you close your eyes, remembering the test in Blackstaff Tower, your hand goes through. You all see as her hand is now engulfed in rock.
Oh my god.
Found it.
Found what?
The door.
Is your hand okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. It's an illusion.
Oh,
I know.
I can breathe again.
The last thing that goes through is my head. And I make eye contact with Harold.
Just
as her eyes disappear.
You watch as she disappears into the...
I draw weapons and kind of slowly poke my way through it, but kind of sidestep my way.
Make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Cool.
say don't stab her.
I'm not trying to. 12.
12.
You go and... tink. You sword hits.
Hancock
Rock.
needle.
Oh, that doesn't seem like how that worked a second ago.
I try to just walk in it.
Oh,
Wisdom
God.
saving throw with advantage.
Oh, okay, sweet.
I'm gonna crack up if you just right into it. Probably not, though.
Okay, 17.
17.
Walk right through.
Walk right through. Ho, ho, ho.
Do you do the same thing? Like,
Yeah.
head laughs?
I'm just I got through it, Vaas did it.
I'm just staring like... Is it like a ladies only? I'm gonna try.
Go ahead.
With advantage?
Yep. Can we see out of the wall?
Yes, you can.
Wisdom, 19.
You go right through it.
Maybe it's the way she's doing it, and I perfectly mimic this, and as I believe... Bye.
Look right at
You
him.
are the only one to attack the wall. Well, maybe that's it.
I sheath my weapons. Look around, see if anybody's looking.
Got this.
And then do what Harold did and kind of like
And you are all watching like a double-sided mirror just as he's looking around. And then...
seeing if that works or not.
Make another one with it.
Can you see him do this?
Oh, yeah, you're watching him the whole time.
No, that'll work. That's
thinks
a
he
dirty
can see.
20.
And,
yeah.
and you slide right through.
Yeah, I
and
think it's
doing
the
being last.
I think it's the motion. I think that's like the key.
That was good.
I don't know, I walked right through.
Yeah, well, you got like swag and confidence.
Fucking magic. All right, let's just go. And I redraw my weapons out.
Alrighty, let's do it.
As you pass through the rocky cliff face, you are met with an incredible sight of carved architecture built into the true rock face. Carved into the side of the mountain, surrounding the naturally eroded entranceway, is a deep relief of what looks like an old temple. Massive granite Grecian pillars, carved with every language, seem to tell the history of Waterdeep. The area that is closest to you tells the story of the past decade after the Second Sundering. You notice mentions of the impeding Tiamat, turmoil with storm giants, warding against the princes of elemental evils, and even the return of abyssal lords sent back to their domains.
Is there nothing good written on these, or? Sure seems like they got a lot of bad stuff going on. They don't even mention me, and I'm the most important thing in Waterdeep.
Sorry, who are you?
The most modest person, too. More modest than any of you guys. Super modest. As I'm reading.
That's the area that's it. But there's a cave entranceway.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I head towards the cave entranceway.
I'm looking for traps.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're here.
Make a perception check.
Magic traps.
I wouldn't know to look for.
19.
19.
Nothing stands out. Nothing catches your eye. You don't see any of those telltale signs of discolored rocks or formations in the ground.
What you do notice, though, is on this side of the wall, there is no sound from the city outside. There's no wind. There's no. You can feel the wind, but you can't hear it. It seems that all sound is being barricaded by this magical rock face.
Keep alert. Nothing has been as it seems for this mission so far.
You want to go first?
Sure.
I'll stand behind her. So
Okay.
marching order will be her, me, and then however they want to handle
Okay.
it.
Is there enough room to walk next to Harold?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot hallway.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm in the back, just keeping my eyes peeled for everything.
So we're in a diamond.
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of like a reverse diamond.
So Harold's first.
Bigger
Yes.
place.
Oh no. V is first.
Oh, V is first.
I'm first.
And then me and Finley are
Are next
middle.
to each other, and then Vaas is taking up the rear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
We're looking like that.
Got it. As you enter, the creeping feeling of being watched surrounds you as you begin to enter the glistening and gleaming passageway of light that dances playfully off the countless tiny gems and crystals embedded and glowing in the stone and growing in the stone. One could possibly become fairly rich if they took the time to mine these tunnels, if they were brave enough to disturb the presence of what seems to be a living cave. Despite feeling watched, you feel a calm wash over you, and it isn't long before you enter a massive round cave with a slight concave floor that has a precipice in the center and a pool of water gathered at the apex of that center. Light pours in from a small slivered crack in the domed canopy of small stalactites that illuminates all the sparkling precious stones like stars in the night sky. In the center of the room, floating 20 feet above the pool, is a frail-looking old bald man sitting cross-legged in deep meditation. Hundreds of crimson-red ribbons dance and drift through the air around him like eels hunting in water.
I think that's your guy.
Little.
That's in play.
Oh,
He raises a finger at your
that
at the
was
sound,
definitely in play.
at the sound of your voice.
I guess I step aside for expecting Finley
Yeah,
to
I'm
walk
like-
past me.
I like that kid at the new daycare, just walking in for the first time, like.
The thin old man seems nearly swallowed in the deep crimson Kasaya monk robes drawn over one shoulder and tied around the waist with a saffron-colored thick rope. He holds up a finger, silently asking for your patience and your silence. After an uncomfortable amount of time waiting for his acknowledgement, you hear his voice echo through the chamber like a booming voice, although he only speaks barely above a whisper.
And so it is lost. A century-old truth nearly unraveled, stolen by your simple utterance. I hope you have important cause to interrupt my meditation.
Yes, I was sent here by Vajra Safar to prove myself worthy.
More to be weighed against the scales of Tyr, through the trials of mind, body, and soul. I was enjoying some of the most quiet and uninterrupted meditation I've had in years. So be it. Show me what you have to be weighed, what you have learned, and what you aim to know.
With that, he nimbly unfurls his limbs and begins to descend down to the pool. His bare feet makes no more than a ripple as he stands atop the pool of water without sinking. His eyes open in your direction, and they shimmer much like opal pearls through the cataracts of his once pale blue irises. His stance widens as he draws a half circle with his foot, crouching in a horse stance, one fist drawn close to his body, and his other hand extends flat as he beckons you closer to fight.
Show me what you can do. And I need everybody
To roll initiative.
What? That accent's actually really good, dude. That's awesome.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Oh, natural 20. We're starting things off right.
That's super
Nice.
good.
Well,
Now we're gonna find out if I should have rolled monk, because that was my other choice. I was
Really?
I was really thinking monk
You
for
can
a long
It's the
time.
same personality.
Yeah, just the same dude, just a monk.
She's up front.
So anyway, I threw my kick and then I got a rash. It's
Tell me more, Master.
when did Vaas walk
nope,
past
I need-
us?
I didn't.
Yeah, Vaas is in the back.
Yeah, Vaas is in the back.
Yeah.
Vaas is in the back, Finley's in the front. I'm behind Finley with Harold.
I got bosses in the back.
oh no, Jesus Christ!
All of you.
I saw a remote
Monster.
control. What's supposed to happen?
One of my coworkers was talking trash about that song, and the next day he was listening to it at work, and it made me laugh. He's like, I just don't see why this song's so popular. And the next day he's
Ross,
like,
will you
it's
grab-
catchy.
What song?
Pin.
The was it the horses in the back?
Horses
All right,
in
guys.
the bag. Where are the horses? In the bag.
I always just so that's the only lyrics I know. I always am just like horses in the back.
25 to
Horses
20.
in the back. Horses in the back. I got horses. In
I
21.
thought it was in the bag.
23.
Oh, 11. Oh, wait, no, I'm not in that category.
No.
No.
Harold than me.
20 to 15.
15.
I hope he goes first because Harold's gonna be like, wait, are we fighting? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this?
Why are we fighting your mentor, Vinley?
I was supposed to be cool.
I thought he's supposed to help
I
you.
just imagined Harold getting punched in the face. Ow!
I don't want to.
Why? I don't even know you.
All right, so the initiative order is Hlam.
Not.
Whoa! Wow! Really?
Not shocking.
Oh
Not
God
shocking.
Almighty!
Monk. Also, I
Okay,
rolled
is that really
natural
is that a monk thing?
Hlam.
He has a lot to his dex.
Okay.
It's a 48.
Then Harold, then Vinley, then Vaas, then V.
We are a bunch of scrubs.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm so aware.
Yeah.
This is
Well, I don't want to kill the man.
He definitely looks old and frail.
That's
I'm
cool.
very hesitant to attack
Well,
this
if he
person.
jacks one of us in the face, then I'll be like, I don't care how old and frail he is. I gotta protect my moneymaker.
But he looks human,
Yes, he looks human.
and he definitely said centuries.
Yes.
So there's that.
So he goes from the horse stance, beckoning you forward, and then goes into a prayer stance and relaxes, standing up straight, and waits for your
You know,
movement.
you look really good for someone who's centuries old. This is very unexpected.
Harold,
I'm gonna use vicious mockery, and I'm going to. I'm gonna say it's like, wait, 1 second you're telling us to fight you, the next second you're making a prayer for your life. What? You're giving mixed signals here.
Did you just cause a wisdom saving throw from a monk?
I did.
Should we really be fighting this like old guy? I feel bad.
I just can't wait for you to beat his ass.
Yeah. Make a wisdom saving throw, Harold.
I gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah.
I like how everybody who knows D&D is like, oh yeah, that makes
Doesn't take
sense.
psychic damage.
Natural 20.
natural 20.
Nice.
You can continue your attack.
Oh damn! Wow. Well, now he's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
24.
Holy shit! Yeah, he's fine.
What do you roll?
You bug around 5 minutes?
He rolled a 2, guys.
He rolled a 2.
Are you looking hurt?
Yeah, I don't know how much of that I can say.
Like how
not
beat up
obvious.
does he look?
He doesn't look bloody.
He has bruises and cuts on him.
I am
mean,
somewhat hurt, not even close to being vitally hurt or anything
Okay,
like that,
yeah.
but it's clear like I've been in battle. Maybe I got across my
he's
face.
not quite the Voss you're used to.
Okay.
The
unconscious
dead one.
let me give you some Well, I don't have any bardic inspiration, so I guess I'm gonna give
We're
you.
all tapped
I'm gonna
out.
give you some healing instead.
Okay.
So I'll cast Healing Word at level 1. You'll gain 6 points of healing.
I'm at full.
Cool.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, that's me.
All right.
You see him quickly move from his aggressive position in the prayer and inviting combat to standing with one arm behind his back and the other flat palm pressed against his chest perpendicular, with precise movements that seem to be calculated and slower perceived in time.
I'm so glad I'm an insult bard.
Okay, so I'll draw both my wands and say, "This is what I have," and I'll send Savard off my shoulder to float, not in front of him, but like at the rim of the thing. And then I'll move across towards the pole, the one to Harold. Yeah,
This one?
yeah. This is what I have, and I'll cast Chill Touch at him.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw. Natural 20 for wisdom saving throw.
We are good. We're so wise today.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
And then
You guys are here to fight.
a dirty 20 to hit.
So with that, you see this hand extend, the skeletal hand extend from you, as he just deftly moves
He
and then
just goes like this.
takes a finger, catches it, and then pushes it back in your own direction, dispelling your spell.
I don't
He
like this.
freezed that shit. Not okay.
Anything else?
Move further around the pole.
He like Professor X that.
She's dirty.
He's like, nope.
None of that, please.
Doesn't go away.
All right. That brings us to Vaas.
Seeing what just happened. Blades drawn. I move forward. I want to get a good look at the room. What's in it?
It's a very open room. What you see is what you get. You have the pillars.
Yeah, and this wall goes all the way around.
All the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Pillars
dome.
go-
Yep, and it goes up into a dome.
Okay.
And there's just gems and crystals and rock everywhere as the light and like as you get closer you notice that the pool itself is actually pulsing with energy.
Okay. I see how far I move forward. 5, 10, 15. To my left, 20.
Okay.
Bonus action dash.
Okay. Where are you going?
As far as I can move, I'm trying to get behind him
All right, so
without getting on that pedestal that he's on.
you can get here.
And
That's your full
That's full.
movement and dash.
Full for my action. Can I dash again?
You can.
I move fully behind him.
Okay, go ahead and make me an athletics check to get up onto the little raised dais.
Can I move around the pillar? Around that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay off the.
I want to stay. I'm not comfortable getting close to this dude
Okay.
quite yet.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's all I'm doing.
Got it.
That's all I'm doing.
Legit.
All right.
V.
Hey man. I
What's up, bro?
don't want to hurt you because I feel like the only damage you're going to be able to take right now is physical. It's usually my job, and I'm really uncomfortable right now. I just kind of walk a little towards him, like, you know,
For me, just like.
I get that, you know, this is for Finley. Well, we had a really long day, all right? We fought people that I don't even think we're supposed to fight on the way here to get here. I don't...
You see him bring up this to like this to silence you. And he says, "Hit me, and you will see if you can."
Hey, he's asking for it.
I'm sure he's a very fast, probably reflexes.
Hit him.
I have to get so close. I don't know. If he's centuries years old, I don't really know what he is.
You also have javelins.
I mean,
Just tag him with the javelin. Hit him with the blunt end.
all right. I'll throw a javelin.
Okay.
Non-lethal damage.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
It's my other issue. Yep, that's a 6.
It's a 6.
Pull out your javelin. You raise it.
And then
Look past the screen at what I'm pointing at.
I don't know what you're pointing at. You just describe it then.
Okay, so as you pull out your javelin and throw it, you see him just dodge, twist it around, and then redirect it at Vaas.
Great.
I talk.
That's my bad. I convinced her to do this.
Yeah.
Vaas. He's moving quicker than you can almost perceive. And before you even know it, it's almost as if V is attacking you. But it lands right behind you.
Oh my god.
As you can feel the javelin brush across your skin and your neck, your passive insight knows that he did not miss.
By the way, I moved up like 5 feet. In case you want to move it.
You want to move up?
Like
5 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Not very close.
Sure.
This man is
Sorry.
terrifying. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay.
Bye.
He bows to you all with a smirk on his face, and he goes, "The first test. Who are you?"
All of us?
You see him stay in the defensive pose that he is in. And
Harold, it is your turn.
don't think it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Mhm.
I don't like that. Hlam has too many things to do. The two voices in his head are arguing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Harold.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
It
your
is
turn.
your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Bane on him.
Ooh.
Nice. Make a wisdom save.
Alrighty.
Die.
9.
Yeah, you die.
You cast Bane. I need V, Vinley, and Voss to make me saving throws.
Charisma saving throws.
Charisma?
Charisma.
Sweet.
Okay,
good.
question about my coin that I have. Does that apply to saving throws?
It's
or
just checks.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Let's
that
put
would
that
have
one
been
down.
bad.
Still bad.
Maybe.
Okay.
10.
15.
You make it.
Dirty 20.
You make it. For every attack and saving throw, you need to roll a d4 and remove it.
Thanks.
What'd you
Harry.
get?
15.
They all passed.
Okay,
Like the two
ju-
of them passed.
Alright, so.
Just me.
Your Bane, Vinley.
I'm super ugly. Oh. Oh. Just kidding.
Just awkward.
Slightly below
Yeah, and you
average.
watch as he does, you watch as he just
Okay,
motions
I
with his
didn't
hand,
do that.
and almost as if he manipulates the magic itself. And you watch as your magic leaves the Warcordian and washes over your friends.
Right.
Well, at this rate, we should just attack each other.
Are we noticing that he's doing this?
Yes.
Like he's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
redirecting it absolutely. So I don't think like, Harold, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, you definitely notice that.
Okay.
It is a visible sign that he himself is redirecting the magic.
Gotcha.
As this, these three faces come out, these masks come out of your accordion, he takes them and crushes two, but the other one he throws out as it attaches itself to Vinley's face.
And now Vinley has a ethereal purple mask over her face, very similar to
Making it
your
very
mask.
hard to see, making it very hard
Yep.
to do anything.
Yep.
And the more you pull at it, the more it laughs at you.
Vinley, it is your turn.
This thing. Fuck. I will put my oak wand away
Okay.
and pull out something that I've never used before, my dagger, and flip it around to where the blade ends facing this way. And I say, my name is Vinley Galanodal. I'm an apprentice, well not yet, I'm initiate at the Blackstaff Tower. I'm from Nessaquah. I am a necromancer, and I will walk and try and get on top of that.
Make an athletics check.
Okay. With that, he said, "I did not ask your name or what you can do or where you are from. I asked who you are."
11.
And yep, it's enough to get up. 10, 15.
You have shown me what you are on the surface. Show me the truth.
It's hard to do that with a mask on. That joke has layers.
And you get up within 5 feet of him.
And I will stand there.
Okay.
With, I'll take the dodge action.
Okay.
Got it.
Got it. And
Okay.
yep, it is now Vaas's turn.
Fuck. I don't even know what he is. I've never met a monk before.
Your boss probably hasn't met him
No,
before.
I've never met a monk before.
I have no idea what a monk is. I didn't even know you could do that.
He's a very special monk.
I'm sure.
I've read about monks. Because I had to.
Hesitate briefly, like, fuck it, if this is the way we're going. I jump up on the dais, I want to get in
Make
flanking.
an athletics check.
I want to get in flanking position on him.
Got it?
Got it?
That's probably good enough. 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 10,
Flanking with Venley.
5, 30.
Never thought I would say
Exactly
that.
30.
Yeah, right?
Flanking with Venley?
Yep.
I attack.
All right.
Give it to him.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Ooh, 11.
11. You are.
You bring your rapier up and you strike. Were you trying to hit him with just attack like normal, hitting his vitals, or?
I'm just trying to hit him.
Okay,
So I'd be going for like the broadest part of, I mean, he's skinny, but I assume center mass.
So you like coming in, your rapier comes straight, and right before it pierces, there's almost like this force pushing back at you, and your rapier stops millimeters from touching him as you.
I love this man.
He turns to you and goes, "Who are you?"
Fuck you, and I attack him again.
Yeah, damn right.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Once again, the
5.
And again, this time bringing your other one, almost like a slap, just slap him across the face. And again, it stops right here, and you cannot.
And he takes a finger and he pushes it back down to your side.
this guy's bald, right?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm
I'm getting the insults ready.
Let's see if we're going to grab him by the hair.
That's all of my turn, but the last thing I say is, V, get up here!
Okay. So I walk up, jump up.
Oh, is it V?
It is
Yeah, it
V's
is
turn.
V. That's a 14 for athletics.
Yep. Easily get up there.
All right, I put my weapons away,
20, 25. Easily
and I go to punch him instead of using a weapon because I'm scared it's gonna hit Vinley or Vaas and I'm gonna kill them.
Okay.
So I guess I'll roll to attack.
Does she have
13.
advantage for flanking, or?
She needs to make a
No.
wisdom saving
Then
throw.
you need to make a
first.
wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Wait. I make the wisdom saving throw before the attack.
correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Okay.
To see if you can attack.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Okay, so that's a 17.
Are you about to cold cock this dude in the face?
Um,
I hope.
and you bring your fist
Damn, this guy's.
straight at him, and it goes. And as you go to connect with him, he just takes with 2 fingers, brings up, stops your punch with 2 fingers, and slowly sets your hand down at your side.
Well, you can touch him.
17.
I touched him.
You.
Not a caterpillar.
Someone was trying to hit you in the face because you hurt my friends.
I have not laid a finger on you.
Actually, you laid 2.
Technically.
Good one, Harold.
All 4 of us up there were just like,
Look, you asked me to attack you to see if I could hit you, and now you want to know who I am. Do you need like a 10-page paper or a fight? I'm a little unsure on the instructions here.
Oh God, he's
Also,
gonna punch you.
we're here
too hard.
for Vinley. So like, should we all be discussing who Vinley is? Is that the goal?
I did not ask for you to talk about each other. I did say try to hit me, which you have tried. But now I am asking, who are you? Not your name. Not who you are on the surface. But who you are here. And he takes 2 fingers and he presses it into your chest. And it doesn't hurt, but there's this, you can feel like your soul start like kind of quiver in your body. Nothing happens.
Oh no. Oh no.
You can just feel his presence, that he can manipulate your something about your body, your chi, but
Well, that was unusual.
Don't touch it.
Well,
I don't like.
I guess I'll go first. Doesn't look like anyone
Are we
else
still
is
in
looking
combat?
to,
yes,
we're still in combat.
initiative.
Can I talk still, or do I gotta wait for
still
my turn to talk?
yeah.
Okay,
If you're going to
alright.
answer the question, you can talk. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm not moving or anything. Well, it doesn't look like anyone else is gonna talk soon. Maybe. All right, I'll try. I am a girl who, has anger problems, and like kind of a not super great relationship with her family, which honestly like makes me sad because I see like other people that I grew up with, and they have like really nice parents and things, and I just sometimes wish I had
You just
that.
feel a finger on your lips. You are not answering the question.
The old man smirks, knowingly standing straight up as his feet lift slightly above the ground. His eyes close, centering his hands now positioned with his pointer and middle finger digits pointed up from his fists. The water below him ripples as if violently vibrating without breaking the water tension. His body begins to mimic the harmony as the resonation of his form disappears from before your eyes.
Wait.
He goes invisible?
Yep.
Okay.
And you hear, you must learn to see without your eyes, for they will deceive you. Only then will you more easily perceive your path.
Is this a teleportation or anything like that? Anything that would trigger an attack of
disappears.
opportunity?
No, it is not an attack of opportunity.
That was unexpected.
So, with that, the resonation of the pool and everything in the room,
Harold. In the blink of an eye, you stand alone in the tap room of Troll Skull Manor. The cold handle of a knife fills your hand as you feel a warm, viscous, slightly sticky liquid cover your fingers. As you twist the blade around in your grip, all of your friends around you lie dead and bloody on the hardwood floor of the tavern. Your muffled breath echoes back into your ears from the mask you are still wearing. Taken aback, you fumble and take off your mask, still in shock, horrified at the scene before you. You look down and you recognize the knife and mask as not your own, but that of the Harlequin.
what do you do?
I scream and I throw them both down to the ground. I desperately try to shake everyone awake. Harold has tears streaming down his eyes almost instantly and is just shaking them, and he's like, "Get the fuck up, Vaas! Come on! Stop fucking with me! Why are you fucking with me? Why are you doing this to me?" And I run over to Bentley and I'm like, no, I didn't do this. I don't remember doing this. And I run to Seisha and I'm grabbing hold of her. I can't even lift her. She's just too heavy for all the armor. And I'm just screaming and crying. And then I turn and look at V and I just go dead. No. This wasn't supposed to happen. They were supposed to make it. I was the one that was supposed to die. It wasn't supposed to be this way! And can I make any sort of is there any sort of way to know this isn't real?
Not in the moment.
Okay. Then he just falls on his knees and starts sobbing. Just gut-wrenching. Like the pit of his heart sobbing.
As you look up, as you sit there and sob, you notice movement as you start to hear the scraping sound. As you look up and you notice that the chalkboard hanging on the wall behind the bar, as Leaf begins to write the words, "It's okay."
And you hear in your head, what is your lesson?
Harold kind of shakes his head. I don't know. I don't get it. Why did you do this to me?
Harold, you're back in the room. It's your turn.
Okay.
That all feels real. That all just...
I see them all.
You all see them all.
Standing there.
I'm looking back at you right after he disappeared. I'm like,
I just fall down and start sobbing.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Finley.
What do you do?
I get out of the water, or the rocky part. I just take a step back onto the ledge, and I walk over to Harold, but I don't get down.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, Harold, the mask, please, just the mask.
I'm sure I've lost concentration during that.
If you would like to lose concentration.
Yeah. Okay. There's no way he's focusing anymore.
Okay.
Thank you.
And the mask.
And then I will put my dagger away, but I'll keep my bone wand out.
Okay.
And I'll switch it to my dominant hand, and I'll wait and say, I don't know who I am underneath. I'm not anything, I suppose. I'm just me underneath it all. I don't know what answer you want. And I'm like looking around, talking to the open caverns.
You hear the voice echo in the cave, and indiscernible from where it resonates. The answer is not for me.
This is the part of magic I don't like.
You are here to learn, and I am here to test if you are ready.
All right? I said, all right? Then do it.
I already am. Vaas, it is your turn.
I see you conversing with the air. I see Harold sobbing on the ground.
You hear the voice as well.
I hear the voice. Can I discern where it's coming from?
Like I said, it echoes.
Yep.
Echoes
Also
everywhere.
make a perception check at disadvantage.
Sure.
Yep.
Fair. Doubtful. 10.
Yeah, it's echoing all throughout this chamber, and I mean, it's almost as if this chamber is naturally formed to carry sound in weird ways. You cannot discern where it's coming from. At first, you look up. It's to hear. No, you're not quite sure.
Yep. The reverb resonates across the gyms.
I look to you, just direction to anything. I don't know specifically what to do. All right, I sheath my weapons. I pull up my hands. I go to the middle of the pool, and I sit down with them behind my head. I am trying to hide the fact that I'm going to pull out a garrote wire. At the same time.
Okay, are you looking into the pool?
No, I am literally sitting down, cross-legged, eyes closed, hands behind my head, and I say, whatever you're going to do, just go ahead and do it. And I'm waiting for him to touch me or attack me and then try to choke him. And that's what I'm going to do.
I love it.
Noted. And he goes, I already am doing it. I am testing you, and you need to tell me who you are.
Why don't you come over here and find out? And that's all I do.
Okay. V.
okay, so right after he I talked try to talk and like he disappeared, I had turned around to Harold and make an expression like, I tried, I don't know what's going on.
Harold does not seem to see you.
No, I'm just saying what happened beforehand.
Yeah.
And then I see you like cry and fall down and whatever, and I'm just like, what the hell? So I run over to him. And I kneel down, and I'm just like, what's going on? Are you okay? What happened? What happened?
I fucking killed him! I killed him!
You didn't kill anyone. Harold! I kind of shake you a little.
He kind of shakes back and forth, but it's clear he's out of it. Whatever it is, it's like he's...
Smack him.
Oh! He kind of blinks.
He's messing with your head or something. You were fine a second ago, and now you're just sobbing on the ground?
I saw something. He made me see something. I can't do it.
Well, it's not real, whatever it was. Okay?
Okay.
You're here now. I don't know where you were, but it's
Harold's
not real.
fumbling for his rapier.
It's not real. I kind of yell at him. Is this what you want? Like, what are you doing to him?
You all must learn a lesson. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Words muddy meaning when one is sufficient. Tell me what it is your soul's most desire.
Vaas. As you sit there, cross-legged, eyes closed, you feel yourself no longer with your hands behind your back. Both of your blades in your hand, ready to fight, ready to kill. You open your eyes and you stand in a shapeless void of a room. From the glow of your moon-touched rapier, you see the hag that plagued the nearby forest, now wearing a skull mask, bathed in blood. As she stands before you, she looks weak, with multiple cuts and wounds from your blades. You have her pinned down and alone, no one currently at your side. Your friends and a few familiar children stand behind her, tied and gagged on pyres, illuminated by the small crackling fire embers beneath them floating up into the air. The old crone twists and steeples her long, spindly fingers and says, "Time to make a choice."
What do you do?
What I see is people on pyres tied behind her. On fire?
The pyres are starting to catch fire.
She looks weak.
She does look weak.
Obvious.
Okay.
I run her through. First thing I do.
You drive your rapiers into her abdomen. She coughs up black ichor as her body ignites and boils as she begins cackling. You see everyone around her ignite in the same boils as they die screaming, pleading, and drowning in their own pus.
No! I immediately drop blades and begin rushing towards the fire, like attempting to pull anybody down. I don't care if it burns me or what.
The last words you hear are of a young girl's as she asks, "Vaas, why did you kill us?" And you hear a voice in your head. "What is your lesson?"
Do I know this is an illusion now?
Right now, you do not.
I don't say anything. I don't know what to say.
Got it?
And with a blink, you find yourself sitting on the ground once again.
Harold, it is your turn.
One word.
Yes, one word.
Justice. That's what I want the most. I don't draw my weapon, I just slowly stand up.
Okay.
All right. Is that going to do on your turn?
That's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Vinley.
I look over at Vaas and see him. I have 2 words. Knowledge and equality. And then I go over to Vaas and like, are you okay?
As soon as you come close to me, I immediately, out of reflex, just where are you approaching me?
From your right.
From my right. If I don't see you, as soon as I sense your presence, I reach up and attempt to strike you. Like immediately, out of reflex, just like backhand, immediately.
Vinley did say your name as she approached.
Okay, I don't do that then.
Yeah.
The sound of her voice startles you.
Okay.
As she walks towards you.
But you know it is not Hlam.
Okay, it's not Hlam. Okay.
And I've been down in the water so that I'm this height with him. I put my hand on his shoulder and I look up and look for Hlam.
You can make a perception. At disadvantage.
8.
Nope. You look up and see the crack. You see the starry night sky start to take over. You see the glistening gems in the glowing from the pool. You hear Harold trying to steady himself as Vaas is doing the same. Vaas, it is your turn.
So I'm now aware that felt like
That was just a
trickery.
vision, yeah.
Okay. Fucking right do you have? No. What right do you have to do that?
It is not me. You do it to yourself. There is a lesson you must all learn.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you and fuck this place! I get up and I walk out towards the exit.
All right. Walk out towards the end.
Wait, if he leaves, does Vinley fail?
We don't know that.
I'm asking him.
Oh.
It's not your turn yet. This one.
I can.
Yep,
I
hold on.
can't talk.
You can't talk.
Technically,
It is her
it's your
turn
turn.
now.
Now it's your turn.
Go
Wait,
for it.
if he leaves, does Vinley fail? Because it's not fair if our actions, our lack of understanding, affects whether or not she passes and gets to be part of her club.
I get it.
What?
I get my lesson.
Hold on.
What's going on?
I'm scared. They're reading lots of stuff.
Or there's a lot of stuff happening.
There's a lot of stuff happening over there on that side of the table, but they ain't seen them. Scary.
There you go. You must trust one another and move together as one being, each of you working a working organ.
Oh, God damn it.
Without all working in harmony, you will all fail. Remember, a heart cannot digest food, nor the stomach breathe air. Work to your strengths and trust one another to do the same.
Boss, wait, you can't leave. If you leave, Vinley's gonna fail her test.
Then what does he want? What do you want from us?
He
I've got it.
wants to know what we want and for us to work together.
I've got it. I know what my lesson is.
What have you learned?
My lesson is I'm too confident in myself. I trust myself too much to make the decisions for everybody. And my bad decision making is going to be the death of everyone if I don't learn to lean on them and accept that I can't always talk my way out of every situation.
That is one way to look at it. But your full lesson beyond that is no matter what happens, you are not responsible for what happens to others. You need to stop blaming yourself. Find peace, and know that everyone has their own path.
You do anything else on your turn?
I'm like, I'm assuming he needs some like key words on what I want, because you asked what I want.
The one thing you want most.
The one.
He said, words are muddied, so choose one and speak what your soul, or what your heart, your soul's most desire is.
Acceptance.
Okay.
I kind of look around and see if anything.
Nothing
happens.
seems to have changed.
Okay.
Carol will put a hand on your shoulder after you say that.
Okay.
He says, you hear the voice echo through the chamber. Reach into oneself and face that which you are unwilling to acknowledge. Look into the pool and see what haunts you most.
I don't want to do that.
I go straight to the pool.
What the?
Yep.
Before that
still in-
happens?
Yeah, are we still in initiative order?
Yeah, we're still. I'm still going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Then I'll wait.
See, but it.
His turn is a new.
As
Oh, got it.
V, as you
God.
start to move forward, you stop as you bump into
Do I have control of my body?
a desk.
Oh,
You
no.
find yourself sitting at a desk in your father's office, poring over paperwork, surrounded by money. Everything and anything you could ever want is yours at the snap of your fingers. You get up from the desk and return downstairs to a former gala event you're housing in the Gathala mansion, filled with all of Waterdeep's elite and prestigious nobles, including the Open Lord. When suddenly there is a cold but firm knock at the door. As you open it, you see the City Watch, with all of your old friends, now strangers to you, arrested for stealing from you. Harold says,
I know you're disappointed. We just did it because we wanted to see you again.
all of the eyes of the room descend upon you, judging you and waiting for your verdict. The deep, pressuring voice of your father chimes in.
They belittle us with their arrogance and lie for your pity. We will show them no weakness, no mercy. We will show them what it means to defy the Gathala name. Send them to the stockade.
No, Dad!
The guard begins to take them off and away, and you feel the proud hand of your father on your shoulder.
What do you mean, no?
No, you can't do that.
If you defy this, you will be disowned entirely. Nothing to your name. No one beside you. What do you do?
If I defy, do they live?
You know that theft is not punishable by death.
I forgot.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
forgot what a stockade was. It's the stocks, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If
all good.
I do really let them go, is what I meant to say. Sorry.
No. They defy our name, our power. The Gathalas are strong. Be strong. Put childish things away. What is your final answer?
No, I'm not okay with that.
With that, you snap back into the room, and you hear Hlam say, "Money and influence means nothing when you have the accompaniment of true friends. You have learned your lesson."
Harold,
Harold,
it is your turn.
I'm gonna go up and look in that water.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
gonna squeeze your shoulder as I'm passing, like, I'm gonna go see it.
You can be as vague as you want by leaving out as much description as you would like. But what does your character see?
As I'm going, I'm gonna look at Vaas and be like, We have to do this.
This man's manipulating us. It's no different than the fucking hag.
It's different. We need to see this. We need to. And I'm gonna go up there and look in, and as he peers over, he sees his family staring back at him. His father's an elf, and his mother is a human, and they look like they're laughing and having a good time.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, nice. 20.
Okay.
You're able to still yourself, accept the image.
Silent tears run down his face.
Vinley, it is your turn.
I look at Harold, looking into the pool, and I can catch a glimpse of blonde hair, and I back away from the pool and I say, I can't look at that.
You don't have to do it alone. We're all here. We all need to look. We can be scared our whole lives, or we can face it. I'm here with my best friends, and I'm gonna fucking face it.
I will walk to be next to Harold.
Harold will take your hand.
I will grab his hand, and I will lean full head over the water.
Okay. Again, with as much description or as less, your choice.
I see a man as handsome as Harold, with short blonde hair, but longer ears that are very long, wearing greens and browns. And he's laughing, but not having fun. He looks menacing, and he's laughing at me.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
19.
You see the image, you accept it.
I feel like I'm as tense about these rolls as I was about the boss chase. Holy God.
Vaas.
Are we just giving in to this?
We're not giving in. We're facing it. Giving in would be walking away,
This is
man.
magic. This is manipulative. This is some. I don't know what you are, what you're doing. What gives you the right to teach us a lesson? What gives you the right, huh?
You came to me. I did not come to you.
I came here to see her desires fulfilled. Nothing more than that.
And you must work together. If you fail, Vinley fails. Beyond here, the world is dangerous. You must trust her and
Beyond
her
here,
you.
the world is dangerous, really. Really, I had no fucking idea, you stupid old fart.
Boss.
Really? Okay, you want to know what I want? You really want to know what I want? I rip off my fucking shirt and undershirt and approach and step into the pool.
Okay, Tarzan.
Describe people.
Yeah,
describe what people see.
this is a big deal.
I am horribly burned everywhere.
Like debilitatingly?
Debilitatingly burned. Like third-degree burns that have healed poorly. Everywhere on my body. The only thing I keep on my body are my gloves, which are tied to my wrists with string and wire. And I rush into the center of the pool, and I just sit there like this, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted before. And I got it, and it didn't do anything.
That is because you run. You do not face. Look into the pool.
No.
Boss. I'm right here, man.
No. Will anyone else see it?
Only you, for you are the one that must face your own past so that you can move forward.
I look to you and I say, you fucking owe us. And I look into the pool and I see 12 children.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
17. Surprisingly, you stare into the pool and you feel acceptance.
I don't want it.
V.
Okay. So the pool shows us what we fear the most.
It does.
Okay.
I offer my other hand.
Okay.
Not fear, but what haunts you.
What
Clings-
haunts me, like from my past?
Clings to you like a shadow.
Okay. I walk up to the pool, and I look in, and I see me as a child, and I had drawn a little picture, and my dad hits me because of it. I wasn't paying attention.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
19.
19. You see it. You accept it. There's no peace when you
Right.
guys see this, but it doesn't negatively affect you.
All right.
At the end of your turn, you must all trust one another, as I have said. You are one being. One full person. A heart cannot digest food, nor the stomach breathe air, or the lung pump blood. Work together as one, and you will find harmony. With that,
Vinley, as you back away from the pool, you bump into something behind you, and it's a tree. And when you turn back, you find yourself in the familiar woods of your homeland. Before you is the kind apothecary, Corellian-worshipping neighbor Fala, as they lead you deeper and deeper into the woods with them towards your family's home. Behind you is the always enthusiastic, sometimes annoying, harmonic wheezing of Harold's accordion. As you look back to see your friend, you see the quick glimpse of Ilitran before recognizing Harold. But the reason you didn't see him at first is you realize that the music being played has Fala under a spell, controlling them through his music. You finally realize he was controlling you too. Seeing you break his spell, he looks at you and says,
just listen to the music, Finley. Trust me, you'll be fine.
Fala's hand grips yours as they look into your eyes.
Let go and give into the music. Let it control you. What do?
I rip my hand out of Fala's, and I grab my dagger, and I slash his accordion.
Okay? With this,
You shrug off the influence of Harold's magic, seeing him as the charismatic manipulator you feared him to be. Fala pulls at your robes, panic in their eyes, but you hear a loud, thunderous, spine-chilling, screaming roar rip through the trees as a large boulder comes crashing down on top of them. Fala's head instantly crushed under the rock's weight. The last thing you see is Harold and your other friends being pummeled and torn apart by massive, white apes with 4 arms and giant fang-like tusks.
you hear, what is your lesson?
trust.
With that, you snap back into the room. You must learn to trust those around you, even if it means being vulnerable. Harold, it is your turn.
Staring at this water, Harold shakes his head. There's no telling you who we are, is there? It's not something that can be said, it's just something you have to live. Am I right?
You must face your own truth. The good, the bad, the whole harmony of oneself, so that you can work together. And then completely inverted, with only one index finger extended, supporting his weight against the surface of the water. The old, frail, and lithe man stands back into the center of the pool. You are learning. Find your center, and you will find yourself. Only then can you find balance. So tell me, who are you?
We're the BFGs.
You see him smile. That is not what I ask. But it is a path forward. Vinley, it is your turn.
Vaas is still sitting in the water.
Yeah, and you see him standing before Vaas.
I will release Harold's hand, and I'll walk into the water and sit next to Vaas and just offer my hand out like this in front of Hlam. Not caring if he takes it, I'll just sit there in the water with him.
Who are you?
I am the lungs.
You breathe life into things that are not alive. You breathe life into this group. That is true. But who are you?
I don't know yet.
Maybe they can help you find your path. Vaas, it is your turn.
As Vinley slides in next to you into the pool, hand outstretched before you. What do you do?
I'm a demon, but I'd like to be something else.
Although you are scarred and have been taken care of before, you are finally beginning to heal. Tell me what you saw. Tell me what you learned.
Redemption.
In your vision, not the pool.
I learned not all my problems can be solved with violence.
Impulsion is not the same as action if it is reckless. You have learned your lesson. V, it is your turn.
Okay. So I guess this is the part where I say what I learned.
You have learned your lesson.
Oh.
You tell me who you are.
Crap, this again. I feel like I'm still figuring that out. Is that an okay enough answer?
You all seem to be wandering lost in an
Yes.
empty void.
Lost. Yep.
You must all find a path
Yep.
within oneself and with each other.
Can Vinley free action hold her other hand up?
Oh yeah, totally. Drink from the pool to heal your wounds. The sun has dwindled and the time for you to go draws near. Think on your visions and the lessons learned today, and I will tell the Blackstaff what I have seen. You all must be like Walter, strong, patient, unyielding, yet also formless. Walter can erode the toughest of stone, corrode the strongest of metals through time. It can also heal and give life to the land around it by sacrificing itself to their needs. It can hit as hard as a mountain, yet conform to any confinement. It can drip and it can crash, but never loses itself. You must learn to be like Walter.
I'm going to look to everybody else and say, let's drink up.
You guys start drinking?
We're going to hold hands for a moment, and then I imagine we'll all
Yeah.
scoop up and take a drink.
Yep.
Yeah, I've come this fucking far. Might as well.
You guys can drink as much as you'd like, because this is kind of out of initiative now. It heals 1d8 at a time, but can only heal up to half of your maximum HP. So you don't have to roll it, just go. If you guys are going to continue to drink,
Yeah, then I will.
You can heal up to your
half
your
your
maximum
max
hit
HP.
points if you're below it. But it also revitalizes you, and like it's very refreshing. It's
Said 1d8.
Yeah, but you can just go to your.
yeah. If you're below half, you can just go straight to half hit
Because
points.
yeah, if you guys are just going to continue drinking as you realize it starts to heal you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what if we're above half?
Then it's very refreshing, and it gives you energy.
So it doesn't heal me.
It
No, it
will
does,
remove your exhaustions.
It'll remove exhaustion, so all
Okay.
exhaustions are removed.
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet.
So
you
do
still
I still
exhausted?
heal for 1d8?
No, because yeah.
It only heals up to your half.
Okay.
Prowess and aptitude can be overrated. It is also very wise to choose happiness through humble living. There are reasons each of us are born, and we have to find those reasons. You are now lost, but soon you shall be found. Most people in this world have been tricked into believing they are not important and live a life never reaching their true potential. Do not do this. Know that you are all important and a path lays before you.
May I ask you a question?
Of course,
Are you able to see the path of people we've crossed?
I do not see you. It is you that sees. I do not create these visions, only the pool and the earth around it. I am here to guide you on your journey. So with that, you guys all start to understand he doesn't know what you saw. So, you can choose to fight your journey every step of the way, or you can embrace it. And he looks to you specifically. Recognizing each stumble or setback as an opportunity to strengthen your character, finesse your craft, and deepen your passion. The journey can be beautiful if you allow yourself to enjoy the rain. It is now time for you to go.
Thank you.
You have something to say.
Nope. I collect my shit, put my shirt and my coat back on, and I'd walk out first.
Okay?
I'll look to you two. We ready?
Yes.
Let's go. I'll fall out.
Okay.
I'll hesitate for a moment and I'll look at what's in the pool for me. And in Elvish, I say, the sun sets on you. And I'll walk out.
As you leave, he says, "You have passed." And then as you walk out, he goes back into his meditative state, floating 20 feet above the pool.
Finley collapses.
I need a second to breathe after that. I realized I was holding my breath multiple times. Oh my gosh. Once we're outside, I assume we're back on the walkway.
Yes, you guys walk back.
I'm gonna kind of take a second. Like Harold's gonna sit down and kind of slide down the wall. Well, that was fucked.
Where's Vaas?
I'm walking towards the entrance of the cave.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Where
this
is
is
it? You guys
outside.
have
Like,
exit,
Harold,
so
you like
walk
gets
through
outside.
the illusion.
Walk through the illusion?
Yep.
Okay. I am not saying anything. I'm just walking quickly back to wherever. Like,
I'm gonna run
down the
to in
mountain.
front of him, and then I'll hug him and say, I do owe you. I owe you everything. I owe all of you everything.
I wonder what would happen if you didn't have people to help you. Didn't it say you have to bring help?
No, she said, you'll need help bringing your friends.
Vaas, can I ask you a personal question?
Not now.
Okay.
Later, when we are out of this fucking place, then yes.
Okay.
It's hard to determine how much time has passed now that the sun is gone and the only thing to greet you is the starry sky and the very small crescent moon that stands over Waterdeep, which kind of reminds you of the crest, the sigil of Waterdeep, whereas the city, the lake, or the ocean, and Mount Waterdeep with the crescent moon above it.
Very, very familiar to that belt buckle that you wear.
Yep. Found it in a lost and found.
So, do we think we can make it back?
Oh yeah, the return down the mountain is easier down than it was up. You all arrive at the base of the mountain once again at the feet of the Sahagwin Humbled near Jolthun Street that splits the castle and seaward. What do you guys do?
Put up, obviously. Trying to be as inconspicuous as possible. But if we're inside, I flag a carriage.
Okay.
We're supposed to be staying with Renaer still, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
That's where Seisha went.
Yeah, that's where we'll go.
Okay. Easy enough to flag a carriage. It is 2 silver.
Yep.
Fairly
Not bad.
inexpensive because you're already in the sea sea and northward. You're right there, so you can easily just catch that ride.
Cool.
I'll cover it.
He already did.
I already paid it.
Well, I was gonna.
It's the thought that counts, clearly.
You come up to Renaer's and notice the 2 guards waiting outside still as the carriage pulls up.
Okay.
As you get out and approach the gate,
Hold fast. State your name and business.
Harold Hobbleton, we spoke last time I was here. We work for Renaer.
You, as you get close, you notice that there are 2 new guys.
No, we work for Renaer. We're hired help.
Lord Neverember has been attacked recently, and we're charged with protecting his household.
I know.
Yes.
I was there when that happened.
So were we.
You're staying here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, Lord Neverember mentioned a group staying with them. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Not often do the streets get violent in the Sea Ward.
Fair enough. And I'm gonna move past him.
you go up to the front door. As you cautiously walk up to the front door, you all watch as Harold presses a button on the side of the door before a pleasant ringing of bells echoes from inside. Vinley and Vaas, this is the first time you've ever heard or seen anything like this before. Soon after,
Nobles.
So unpleasant.
the young rose golden-haired man in a blue tunic answers the door and beckons you inside. Good evening. I'm glad to see you all here. Seisha told me your adventures up Mount Waterdeep. I hope all is well.
You know,
it could have been worse.
could have been worse. A little.
Come,
I can see you
come inside.
Yeah.
I have what little furniture that's left in the house. I've made you all rooms. You all have separate rooms here.
Oh, thank you.
You're more than welcome to stay as long as you'd like.
I appreciate it, man.
Of course. Again, I now owe you twice for saving my life.
I'm sure we'll be doing a lot of that back and forth.
Don't worry.
Harold's gonna kind of look around. Like, you gotta. I don't want to be pushed. Food? Do you have food?
I've got a few things. Yes.
Awesome, perfect. I'll help you cook if you want. I don't think I know how. Seisha's a good cook, though.
Yeah, she told me that she turned in as Interim agent to the authorities after we talked about you. She headed off to the font to research what she could do to help.
Good for her.
Hopefully she'll be back soon. If not, there are bedding there. I'm sure she'll be happy sleeping in the books. But I believe she is researching laws and finding a way to help in this endeavor.
She got back. That's what's important.
Yes, I, as Lord, had some ability to pull some strings to leverage you from being prosecuted, especially on the account that you saved my life. However, that all went out the window when you assaulted the guard. Did you really assault the guard?
He had no choice.
No. I did.
Yeah, I was foolish.
It's not obvious. It should be obvious to you that I'm not exactly the man with the cleanest past in the world. It was an impulse decision I made to escape custody.
We've all been there. Regardless, perhaps you should change your clothes on the safe side. Feel free to raid my closet. I don't do much. But
Seems
I
like a
will
guy-
say you are the hair color was a good choice. Right, that is good. But again, feel free to raid my closet.
Thanks, I guess. And I do as he asks. But I do pass him by as like, if I get a moment privately with you at some point in time, I'd appreciate it.
Of course.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see Boston.
You should wear purple. It's a good color.
Blue's better.
I go to his closet.
Okay.
As food's cooked, dinner's cooked, you all find your rooms. After a long, exhausting day, you find comfort in actually probably one of the comfiest beds that you've slept in a long time. Vaas, you find yourself alone with Renaer. What can I do for you, my friend?
The fine for assaulting a member of the city guard is 500 gold pieces, a 10-day in jail, and 10 lashes, correct?
Correct, a certain number of lashes, but I believe it starts at 10.
I don't have that kind of money. And I can't afford to stay in a jail cell for 10 days. We have something dark chasing us. Do you know the guard?
I don't, but I can find out.
Find out his name.
I can.
Is there any way to avoid the fine and the jail?
What you did was stupid. I commend you on
Fair
your
enough.
bravery and willingness to sacrifice yourself to your friends. I would have probably done the same. A little less violent, but if I was in that position, I would have probably run as well, to draw the attention. I commend you for that. Unfortunately, this is not Baldur's Gate, and it's harder to get away with stuff like that. But you have my respect.
Thank you.
I cannot say that. It all depends on the magistrate that judges you. It all depends on their willingness to lay down the judgment. And it is known to possibly have charges dropped or have sentencing altered from that of the charge warranted against you.
I can't operate in this city as a criminal. And I don't think I can get the charges dropped. Maybe I don't deserve to have them dropped.
I will aid you however you see fit. Just know that the rest of your friends are now hampering justice if we do not do anything about this, just so you know. But let us try to get some rest, and pray we aren't visited by any more monstrosities. We can talk in the morning.
All right. I said, do you have liquor here?
And he walks and actually opens one of the more fuller cabinets in this house. So there's a few bottles here or there. And he just grabs a bottle, grabs 2 glasses, sets them down, opens it, and pours a drink, and sets the bottle down. Taking a drink, and he goes, Vaas, I was gonna inform you, everyone, but I'll tell you as well. I don't stay here. I don't like this house. It reminds me of my father.
Blame you. It's so many points of entry. We didn't even see anybody go in. I have to apologize. We did kind of a shitty job being your bodyguards that night.
I was expecting drow in the streets and not whatever
Did
it
the
was.
drow contact you?
No.
But you do know that they assisted in your rescue.
Yes, I was informed when I awoke. While you were...
Occupied.
Occupied, yes. I have a feeling I'm going to owe someone a very large favor for the rescue, but unfortunately that is the way nobility politics work in this city.
Renaer, I think I can safely speak for everyone in this group when I say that you've been kind and just to us when I expected nothing like that from a member of nobility. I apologize for having that presupposition on you.
I am used to it. I am my father's son, unfortunately, and my father is a horrible, horrible, horrible man.
I'll take your word on it. But in the same way that you're sharing our burdens, I don't think anyone in this group would mind sharing yours. And our door will always be open to you.
And I thank you for that. And I look forward to drinking at your new tavern. I do find myself a fancy at taverns.
A fancy?
Yes, I like a well drink. I like a good tavern that serves a good drink.
Fancy? Is that, I've never heard that term used before.
Sorry, my noble upbringing sometimes gets the best of me.
They call it a fancy.
Sometimes.
I fancy myself at places. Ooh.
No, pretty much yes, exactly that. But regardless, the house is open to you as long as you see fit. I may not be staying around long enough. My father's spies watch this place and tend to try to cause problems with me if I'm here long enough. So, but the house is yours as long as you need it to be.
Thank you. And I grab the bottle.
Yep. He left it there.
And I take it up. I go to Harold's room.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Wherever it might be, and I knock on the door.
You hear accordion music stop. Any doors open. Can you believe how many floors there are? No one can hear me playing. It's awesome.
Great. I walk into the room. I take it. Is there 2 chairs, stools, something to sit on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I grab 3. I set the bottle down between us.
I pull out my tankard.
Yep.
We're gonna have to deal with that at another time.
You're right. And I pour it. What's on your mind?
I take a big swig of the fucking drink. Set it.
I
back
also
down.
do.
Disadvantage.
Yep. Con save at
Disadvantage.
Or either a 1.
No.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
You said you wanted to ask me a personal question. What was it?
2 of them. You talk a lot about the way you were before. You could have taken all of us the way you were before, couldn't you? You could have trounced us. You used to be a badass, didn't you?
I was dangerous.
Dangerous on a scale we could have handled or more?
It's a different kind of scale. With Vinley, it's a scale of magic. With V, it's raw power. With Seish, it's something different. But with me, it's instinct and cunning and hitting you when you're at your weakest. And I was good at it. I was very, very good. I was much, much stronger in the past, much more ruthless, ambitious, rich, powerful, merciless.
if that sounds like strength to me. Just sounds like another guy we'd probably have to kill one day.
Yeah.
What happened?
I was a pirate. And my ship exploded. I was thrown from the wreckage and found by Seisha in her monastery, and it took about 3 years for me to recover. Burns are permanent. It's across all my body, inside and out. I'll never be as strong as I used to be, and that's fine. That's fine. That's what I deserve. But do you understand now why you should not be sacrificing your station for me? Do you understand that now? You and I are cut from similar cloths, Harold. We are both parts of this putrid, stinking existence. We don't deserve pity. And we don't deserve favors.
I don't pity you. That's ridiculous. But the fact that anyone can change, the fact that you, ruthless, powerful, rich, are now the guy killing our were-rats in our basement.
The irony is not lost on me.
It's not about the fact that you killed the were-rat and good on you, burned and horribly mangled, you were capable. It's that you did that because you were worried what would happen to other people in that tavern. Would the old you have done that?
No.
Sounds like you're getting stronger to me. Let me tell you something about myself. I used to hack up bodies for the guy who's trying to kill me now. What we did in that basement.
Noticed.
Not the first time, obviously. I knew what I was doing. Killed people, lied mostly. And one day I woke up.
What was the inciting incident?
There wasn't one. Just everything started building. I realized that I could pretend to be a tough guy all I wanted, but in reality, all I wanted was the tough guys to pay. What did you see in that pool? I thought I'd see him. I thought I'd see all that life I left behind and all that awfulness I did. I thought for sure I'd look in and there'd be me hacking somebody up. Some guy probably couldn't pay his debt sometime. Some normal Joe just got in with the wrong crowd, trying to take the easy road, and they end up at the end of a knife from some kid. But that wasn't what I saw. No, instead I saw my laughing, happy parents just living their lives. Just enjoying it. It's all their fault that I ended up that way. It's all their fault. But it's mine too. And you know, back then, I'd have been just one more gang member or whatever. We weren't really a gang, but one more criminal or one more guy in your way trying to make money, and you'd have run me through, and that'd have been that, and we'd have been over. Now, we've been thrust in this situation together. I'm running around with a fake name. You're running around with a fake name. And you know what? I wouldn't change it for anything. You're one of the best friends I've ever had. You're a great guy. No.
Come on.
Listen, me and you, like you said, we're cut from the same cloth. We understand things on a level the others don't. Not yet. They will. They'll get there because that's the nature of the business. But I wasn't lying when I said I'd throw myself to the wolves for you. And you know what? I think you'd do the same for me even if you'd never say it. I think that's the kind of guy you are. I think all of that happened to show you who the person you really are is. I don't believe in fate. But brother, if fate's a thing, it's got plans for you.
You remember when we saved Pixel and Yosef?
Yeah.
We burned that hag bitch's place to the ground.
Yeah.
That is the best thing I've ever done in my entire life. That. Harold, I understand. But let me leave you with this. When are you beyond redemption? At what point is the line crossed too far and there's no going back? At what time is the price too high to pay?
When you won't change.
We'll see. I take the bottle with me because I know you're gonna fucking drink out of that fucking tankard with it. And I say, I know you're desperate. I can see it. I say one thing as I leave. Don't tell Seisha.
I won't.
I walk out.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Party on the top floor.
I silently, wordlessly just hand you this like half bottle and just walk out of the room.
Hello.
Come on in.
Oh God, I gave it back to her. Wasn't thinking.
I'll set it down and then smack the cup. So,
Yeah.
we did it.
You did it.
No, he said I passed. We did it.
Oh, fucking awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. I had to tell someone.
I'm excited for you. This is great. You're a member of the Black Staff and all that stuff. That's crazy.
I have a favor to ask.
Yeah, totally.
I pull out some scissors that I just mended because I'm sure they're gross. Will you fix my hair? I cut it with a dagger in the woods, remember? And it sucks.
Well,
right now.
I suck, but yeah, totally.
I'll go over and uncover a vanity that I'm sure is in this foppish house.
Oh, let me see here. Let me take the scissors. Yes, it's been a long time since I've worked with these. And then what do I need to roll to?
Performance.
Hey, all right.
Because you are performing the task of cutting hair.
Natural 1. I swear to God.
What is your total?
Huh? My total is a 9, though.
9.
With a natural 1, I rolled a 9.
While he's talking, to
Yep.
make him do a natural one, or while he's cutting, like right when he's about to do that first step. So what did you see?
I see. He looks down at. I'm gonna try to even it out. Your hair is slowly getting shorter and
do the best
shorter.
you can, and then you make do with what you can. But
No.
I'm not a hairdresser. My dad at home. I'm sorry, Dad. My dad's a barber. Sorry. I'm sorry. I suck in real life. I suck in the game. I kind of get halfway through and I'm like, well, I saw my folks. Haven't seen them in a really long time. Probably for good reason.
I'm sorry.
What did you see?
I thought I was going to see my family and my sister, but I saw him. I thought I was over him, but
Getting over something like that isn't something you just get over.
yeah. He was stupid.
He's
The
dead,
whole
right?
island is- yes.
Then he was stupid.
Why are you cutting my hair so short?
Like, just think you look better with a bob. I don't know. Just let me work my magic. It's fine.
Okay.
And you were looking in the mirror. There's a mirror in this room.
Trust.
There's a mirror in this room. Yes.
Trust, right? That was my lesson.
Yeah, just evening it. Just a little uneven. Just trimming that out.
You're
could mend hair.
able to make it fine. It's just that first cut.
Yeah.
It went from here.
yeah, here it's more
like-
that where the back is
Yeah.
Asymmetrical
hair, and then the front falls forward now, so you have like very
Like
short in
from
the back.
Titan A.
Yeah.
Yes, like from Titan A, exactly like from Titan A.
I look interesting.
Yes.
Does it work?
Yeah, it looks great.
Something that you notice is that the line caused by the hairline mimics your ears and accentuates them very much so. There is no denying you're an elf now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. 9 on insight, motherfucker.
No, he's being completely honest. Yeah, just doesn't. Yeah,
Does it look good? I need to know the truth.
Probably more so. He's like, oh, I fucked up. Not.
Yeah, definitely. You made a sense of unease, but it's like, it doesn't think you look bad. It's just like, I'm sure it's not what you wanted, but here we are.
And as you finish the bottle, I'm assuming, just talking about what you saw. Unless everyone has anything else, we move into the morning. You were all awake.
No.
My bad. Okay, sorry.
Wow. All right, so I'm in Vaas's room, waiting.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, nervously, but like, okay, all right. So, I guess I'm like kind of like half pacing, half trying to figure out like where I should sit and like if there's like a way to do this. And then it takes way longer than I expect for him to come to his room because he went to Harold's room. I'm just like.
As I make my way back, do I hear any of this going on?
Probably not.
I'm just kind of like.
I trudge up to my room, open the door. What are you doing?
Hey.
Like, this is Logan asking Katie, what are you doing? Like, just like, how are you arranged? Standing in the room?
At this point in time, I've decided to sit on the bed and try to like
Do that awkward like.
I'm trying to just actually no. At this point, I think I'm past the poses because it's been so long, and I'm just kind of like.
I open the door and.
Hey, welcome to your room. That's not at all what I planned to say.
Okay.
Come on in.
Sure.
I went through your stuff. That came out wrong. That is not what I meant to say. But I did go through your stuff for a good reason, and I will tell you why. Because
Hold on a moment.
the bald man wants
I
me
lock
to.
the door. Go over and sit.
Cool
not
teacher
too
style?
close. No. I'm not gonna Riker a chair right now. But I sit down, kind of. Just wait for you to speak.
So, gosh, I've been going over in my head how I was gonna go over this, but like, it's pretty obvious that I don't trust you, and you already know that.
No.
Fine, maybe I deserve that. Anyways,
You have every reason not to trust me. I don't blame you for it.
look,
We've known each other in this group 2.5 weeks. This is the most intense time I've ever had with a group of people before. That you don't trust me, that's actually normal.
well, I'm glad it's nothing new for you. Anyways, basically, what I'm trying to express, which, as we all know, I am not the best at that. Bald, I forgot. Do you remember his name? What was his name? Monk
Whose
guy,
name?
bald guy from earlier today.
Some fucker, I don't care what his
All right,
name
that
is.
dude bro from earlier
Yeah.
was like, y'all need to trust each other and like work as a group, which it's pretty clear that is like totally not something we've been doing. I mostly been blaming you for it.
Okay.
I also feel like with good reason, but that's not the point of me coming here.
Uh-huh.
The point of me coming here is to tell you that I went through your stuff.
We've established that.
I found your clay thing. I fucked it up too. But anyways, not on purpose. I was actually.
Clay thing? Describe to me what you're talking about.
I know
As
that
she
you're
says
planning
that,
on stealing from Renaer.
You probably don't know that.
No,
Yeah,
you
that's
couldn't
good.
remember.
We couldn't figure out why the key was there. You
No,
couldn't
I
figure it out.
did because I saw the key when I found out he had it and he gave it to Seisha. I asked.
was-
if he
there was
had
that
it,
moment.
Yep, no, you're right. You're
And
right.
that's when I connected the dots. I didn't know before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I thought Seisha had the key the whole time.
Yeah, and then you realized he had the key. That's right.
When I realized you had the key, I realized what it was for.
Okay. I am turned away from her and I am kind of sliding a garrote wire between my fingers as you're speaking.
You know, for one night only, disowned Harold one time.
For?
Me and my family were always really, really good to Harold, and we paid him well and would give him pretty much anything he wanted if he just asked for it. But I found out for some reason he decided to steal from us instead. And I just couldn't understand why. Why would you steal from someone who's trying to help you and would give you anything if you had just asked? And Renaer's a really good person. He's been trying to help us. He's not
Yes,
a
he
swamp
is.
hag. He's not someone we've killed or even a bad guy. I know you're planning on trying to make a copy of his key to come back and steal it, because that's the only reason I can possibly think of for you to have that mold of the key, and I won't allow that to happen. I won't let you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I'm not going to steal from Renaer.
Really?
Yes.
What?
You've convinced me.
What? I don't. What? Insight. Okay, I've actually never rolled for insight. There it is, okay.
13.
7.
A little hard to read, but seems like he's telling the truth.
You at least get the feeling that I'm not going to steal from Renaer. Whether or not you convinced me is the part that I would be deceiving you about.
Right, I mean, I'm not saying, like, look, I mean, I get that, like, stealing's kind of your thing, but just, like...
Let me ask you a question. You grew up noble household, correct?
Yes.
I don't know that much about your family, but it seems to me like they're very wealthy and powerful, correct?
Yes.
So with Harold, somebody like me, who's never had a family to support them, who's always had to scrape by on his own talents and measures, suddenly is introduced to this opulence. You don't trust it. I don't trust nobles, V. I think they're always duplicitous until proven otherwise.
Renaer hired you for a job.
And he was duplicitous until proven otherwise, as far as I was concerned, and he has proven himself otherwise.
We've helped him in the past.
We helped him once. How close are you willing to trust people? Of an immediate thing like that? I don't. And for good reason. And even in the years that he's known you, how well have you really known Harold?
No, I know Harold.
Do you?
I do.
So you say. I can't know for certain.
Well, I don't appreciate you trying to get in between us.
I'm not trying to get in between you. I'm trying to help you understand your friend. Look, nothing I can do can separate the two of you.
When he stole from us, it was a long time ago, and he wouldn't do it now. He's different now.
Why aren't you with your family? Why are you with us? I don't get it. You're living in a life of opulence, and now you're here scrounging with us in the dirt, in the muck. And how old are you?
19.
19.
How old are you?
33.
Oh. I guess I never asked.
My point is that you don't know a lot about what it means to be outside and without family wealth and influence.
I've been outside before.
And what did you do there?
I fought people
Really?
for money.
Really?
I didn't need the money. I gave it to Harold.
Why?
I enjoyed it. I was good at it. and it was my choice.
Interesting. Who taught you to fight?
I had a personal instructor growing up. When I turned 11, I got the option to pick one extracurricular, whatever I wanted, and I chose to learn how to fight and wield a great axe.
You were hesitant in combat, I can see it.
Well, I mean, only until the past 2 weeks have I been fighting to kill.
Does that bother you?
Yeah. I mean, what if the situation's a misunderstanding and you accidentally kill someone who didn't deserve it? I feel like we initiate combat so immediately at times we don't really know the full situation. But I also understand at times, like, we don't have the luxury to know the full situation because you just kind of see them. They're attacking to kill, so I kind of see that as the okay to attack to kill or hurt them. I mean, as of right now, I still only have a body count of 2, and one was a bird person, but still was a person, so.
You were the one who cleaved that Kenku in two. I do remember that when we came back down. Was that your first kill?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
The word you keep using, that's the reason. Time. Someone like me against someone like you could crush me. I have no pride in saying it. Look how strong you are. You're physically my superior. But if you hesitate for a second against an opponent like me, like that, we don't have the luxury of hesitation. And sometimes that means we make the wrong choices. That's true. But it ends when you're dead. If you're dead, you can't make the right choices and you can't redeem yourself. You're one of the strongest people in this group. You need to be on the front lines, and if we're going to be able to depend on you, you need to be in the middle of the fray. I don't like putting that kind of pressure on someone so young, but we don't have a choice.
Okay, well, you need to not steal from good people.
Fair enough.
You can steal from confirmed bad people.
Like your father.
I wouldn't say that's confirmed.
Interesting thought, though.
What?
We are in a constant need of coin. Always. And I'm assuming Harold has told you about the Harpers, correct?
Yeah.
You think your dad will ever give you a red cent of that estate? A dragon, copper?
I don't know.
If we needed this money, say, hypothetically, to pay Mama Uwe to confirm the location of this hag, I don't know if she can do that or not. But for our own base, would you be willing to steal from someone who is confirmed to at least be a criminal? I'm asking you this out of respect.
Look, it's funny, I've thought about ways to get money from my dad, and what's funny is this is the first time the thought of stealing ever crossed my mind. I just expected to work for it, or sacrifice something for it.
That may not be an option. So many people depend on us now. Not just in the group, the children we found, the people we employ, this strange tavern situation we've set up. We have too many responsibilities too fast, and that means sometimes we can't take the long, honorable route.
I mean, stealing from my dad is also stealing from my mother and my brother, and I'm pretty sure if my dad did do something wrong, they didn't do anything wrong.
I'm not asking whether you think it's right or not. I'm asking if you'd be willing to do it. That's the question. Give it some thought. Look, whatever your trust issues are about me, I promise you this, and I extend my hand. I'm not in this to hurt you or anyone in this group. You have my word on that. And as long as you're within this group, I will always be your ally. We will not always agree. In fact, rarely will we. But I'm not your enemy.
Okay.
And with that, you leave Vaas's room with answers. I'm not sure if they're the answers you were looking for, but you have answers, and possibly the spark of something. And you all find respite and sleep. And you're all awakened to the smells of a hearty meal wafting through the corridors of the mansion. You make your way into the kitchen and you see Renaer, fully outfitted in apron and chef's hat, as he sets the table with fried eggs.
I'm doing that as I walk.
Good morning, good morning. And we've got fried eggs with hazelnut, truffles, spinach, crushed bacon and blackberries, candied bacon, blackberry mint scones, and fresh cold milk.
Renaer, you made all this yourself?
Of course. And
It looks amazing.
I shove everyone out of the way.
and as you all gather, you sit down and you eat a wonderful meal. And soon after finishing your meal, the calm relaxation is abruptly interrupted by a forceful knock at the door.
Of course.
Mr. Neverember, it is the City Watch. Please open your door. What do you do?
I hide.
Okay.
You want me to go take care of that?
You can come with. But
Okay.
We'll go.
I...
What are you two doing?
I pack a plate for Seisha and put it somewhere else.
Okay. What are you doing? Do you go on with?
I had a mouthful of food, but I'm just like,
You want to go with me and there and talk us out?
okay.
Okay.
I
follow
stay on this floor,
Okay.
but I'd like to find either somewhere in the kitchen or a place that they're not likely to look and keep myself quiet and hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check. And what are you doing?
I will stay in the kitchen and just
I was
act
so
casual.
close to
Okay.
that.
Got it.
If I like turn off the lights in the kitchen, can I give him advantage?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so what was your total?
10.
10? No.
Not good.
Okay. As the door opens, you see two city guard in green and goldenrod doublet and a tall, wearing tall steel helmets, each carrying a long truncheon baton and a buckler with a short dagger tucked into their boot. Behind them is the looming, hooded, black-robed figure of a female magistrate. But what fully catches your attention is the towering figure standing nearly 8 foot tall, blocking out the morning sun.
Oh no.
Their features hard to make out beyond their massive form and cleanly shaven heads. Both seem to be dressed in the red garments of heavy flowing clothes, embroidered with raised, jagged, almost geometric lines of the same color. Their doublets and jerkins in similar fashion with embellishments of gold threads and metal clasp accents. Their collars and cuffs capped with gold-yellow fur of a lion. Across the shoulder of the taller gentleman is a raw, uncut pelt of a winter wolf, now being worn as a capelet. The taller of the two stands like a foreboding statue, leaned against his cane of polished, dark ebony wood, his hands resting on top one another, folded over a mirror-polished scent-stopper pommel. Via Herald, you instantly recognize the imposing forms of Lord Ellerthak and Ulthar Gathala.
And the City Watch speaks up. We are here to arrest Harold Hovelton with charges of assaulting and using magic to influence a noble without consent. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Oh jeez. Okay.
I'm just like sitting in cheese. It's like,
I hear
Can't-
that.
All right, guys.
that's
We'll be
going on.
back in a few. Thank you, everyone who is subscribed.
Oh no.
And we're back.
Everything's on fire.
Ooh, all right. So, before break, our intrepid BFGs were tested at the whims of Hlam, a monk who tested their own inner self, made our way back to Renaer's. Some intense conversations before bed, a nice, beautiful, hearty breakfast before a knock at the door.
Oh, God.
Which was the City Watch coming to arrest Harold.
City
and
Watch.
not Vaas.
Yeah, the City Watch, a magistrate, and both Lord Ellerthak and young Lord
Uthar.
Uthar Gathala.
These father and brother.
If it isn't the more smelly of the Gathalas, it's good to see you.
You see the young one's face just snarl in your direction as the hand of
Vecna.
Oh, God!
Lord Gathala puts his hand on the son's shoulder. Patience.
Harold, the watch comes up and begins to put your hands in manacles.
Wait, what did he do? Who did he hurt?
As you were brought, ignoring the words.
Yeah,
of
I
the-
won't resist.
You were brought and shoved to your knees before a black-robed figure.
Do I hear any of this going on?
Same.
Make a perception check.
That's good.
Your
22.
passive gets it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
22.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. You heard the loud boom. We are here to arrest Harold.
Oh, shit.
I walk into the doorway between the.
Okay.
I just assume there isn't a hallway between the greeting room and the kitchen.
Yeah, there's
I'll
it
walk
turns
into the
off,
door,
but
right?
yeah, you see it. You walk into the foyer and you can see down.
So far, the trial process is a little rougher than I remember.
The black-robed female stares down at the normally charming half-elf, still charming, and in a very monotonic voice says, Harold Hovelton, you are found guilty of crimes against a noble family in the charge of assault and the kidnapping of Lady Viomiliana of House Gathala.
He didn't kidnap.
Silence while the magistrate speaks.
Is that a guard?
For this crime, you will receive 37 lashes, which will be distributed upon arrival at the dungeons of Castle Waterdeep, in which you are to be held for 1 10-day and fined 500 dragons. On the charge of influencing a noble with magic without consent, you are found guilty, as eyes go to V, who just spoke out, and are fined 1,000 dragons, and are henceforth barred from coming within 100 feet of Lady Viomiliana of House Gathala. If fines cannot be paid before your release, you will pay off your debt to the city by completing community service until your total fine is paid off.
Question. Do the 37 lashes have to go on one eye, or can I spread them out? Because I really want to make sure it doesn't look stupid.
The City Watch, actually, as you do that, they actually put a gag around your mouth.
And from you speaking up, Lord Gathala says, Magistrate, see? She's still under the influence of the bard.
No, you can check. I haven't had any spells.
Take him
thrown
away.
at all.
I'm sorry, was the trial performed without anyone there? So he's just found guilty here.
Renaer goes, puts up, unfortunately, yes, the magistrate has all legality to perform this judgment. This is Waterdeep law.
Smells like bullshit.
Keep smelling and looking at Gathala doing those.
Harold, you are taken away and loaded into the back of a caged carriage.
Okay.
Are they still in the house as they're loading him in?
They never walked inside the house.
Okay. I would come out and kind of watch the carriage.
Viomiliana, this bard's influence over you is gone. You will stop this foolish nonsense and get in the carriage now. You will come home and do your duty to this family.
I'm shaking my head from the carriage.
No. I won't.
I
because-
told you, father, she does not care about this family anymore.
Elithak holds up his hand, quieting Ulthar.
I never had a son
I
in this
will
family.
not ask again, young lady.
At which point, Renaer steps up next to you. Lord Gathala, I would kindly ask you to refrain from speaking to my betrothed in that tone, and I would ask you politely to get off of my property now.
Betrothed? You're betrothed to a Neverember?
Get off my property now, you overgrown pile of hardened wyvern shit. You do not intimidate me, and you are trespassing. He then turns to the City Watch. You have fulfilled your warrant. Now leave. And with that, he turns and motions everyone to enter his home before slamming the door to the watch.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say anything. That was badass.
As you see your father fuming.
But he knows he can do nothing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your father reminds me of my father, and I don't like them, but you actually see Renaer's visibly shaking a bit as he's like, oh, I just pissed off a very powerful man. But you know what? It's fine. Also, I'm sorry, but apparently we're betrothed now. It's just a ruse. I apologize.
It's okay. Weirdly, not the first time. Yeah, no, that's better than anything I could have come up with. I almost left.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen. Oh, your father's a scary man.
I'm dizzy. I'm actually dizzy. I am actually like real life. I'm dizzy.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I'm not exactly aware of the laws here. I assume the trial has been done, he's been found guilty, and he's going to be sentenced immediately, correct?
He's going to be taken to Castle Waterdeep and taken to the dungeons there.
We have to beat them to Castle Waterdeep.
When are they going to lash him?
Right as they get there. It's the first thing they do before putting them in your cell.
All right, Renaer, options.
Come on. Renaer gathers everyone in one of the lower study rooms around a large table. The den is lit.
The den is lit from the sunlight cascading in from the bay window, illuminating the red-walled room filled with dark woods, buttoned leather chairs, and a globe of Tyrell. A few dictionaries and standard encyclopedia collections fill the two bookshelves. The visage of two rampant lions standing back to back over a banner that reads Legatum Honore, the sigil of House Neverember, is burned into the table.
I will do everything I can to get Harold out. In the meantime, try to stay out of trouble. I have to go speak to someone. And with that, he hastily and turns and leaves, flagging a carriage down as he exits into the streets. Harold.
Oh, okay.
Something, as you watch him leave, something that does catch all of yours attention is the two guards that were standing underneath the griffins are no longer there.
Okay.
You are escorted to the black carriage that you know to be the way the magistrates are transported through town. But instead of to the side, you're escorted to the rear where two doors are opened into a small seating area separate from the magistrate's sitting quarters. The room is uncomfortable from being lined in steel plating with small loops, which your shackles are soon affixed to before the doors are closed and you find yourself in a hot, pitch dark paddy wagon box. You notice, through your dark vision, a slide in the dividing wall between you and the front of the carriage. There's no access from this side, where the magistrate would sit, and it's only about 2 inches by 5 inches long.
Have they taken the gag off me yet?
Yes, they'll take the gag off you.
Yep. Performance check?
To
Well, get on the floor, and I just start trying to be as annoying as possible.
A beam of light pours in from the back cave as a slot in the wall slides open. All you can see is the shadowed face of the dark hooded figure that sentenced you.
It behooves you to not make your sentence worse. A moment in silence is worth not being accused of hampering justice.
So you don't like my singing?
And
I thought it was good.
Roll your performance. See how good it was.
How good was it? Well, it's a 12.
It wasn't bad.
It was great. I was trying to be annoying.
yeah.
This particular music reminds me of
Okay.
the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
You're in the carriage for about 30 minutes before it comes to a stop, and the back doors of the carriage are thrown open as you are temporarily blinded from the stark contrast of light as it changes from darkness to daylight.
I need the lashes now. I can't see.
You are pulled out. You find yourself in a familiar area of Hillock Court, now standing at the base of Castle Waterdeep, staring at the massive walls covered in enormous city banners that can be seen across the city. You are taken past the 60-foot wide stone-stacked walls that make it seem like a tunnel that leads to the castle yard, where dozens of new recruits are being trained. As you continue your outbursts, you are once again gagged.
Of course. I was gonna say. So I talk shit until they stop me.
Fair.
Yeah, you know.
Eventually, you are taken through the North Tower wall to a warden. You are instructed that the magistrate will read out your sentence once again, to be documented into a log where you are instructed to write your name down and submit a fingerprint inked in the blood from your pricked index finger. What do you do?
I'll sign my name as Harold Hovelton, obviously. I don't want to put my fingerprint. Can I sleight of hand to try to smudge it so it's unreadable?
Sure. But
You still would still have to prick your finger.
Yeah, it's okay for them to prick my finger. I guess that would be my blood, wouldn't it? It's not going to matter if they don't need a fingerprint if they got my actual blood. Could
Piss yourself.
Turn invisible.
Yeah, no, there's really no way out of this, is there? I can't think of any.
Just so you know, everything is taken from you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I don't have anything.
You don't have your accordion. You have nothing.
Yeah. Then
Your mask is taken.
they're gonna do it. I'm still gonna try to smudge it. So.
okay, yeah. Make a sleight of hand.
13.
Okay.
You press it, and then at the last second, you
Kind of drag
You
it.
just kind of drag it a bit and try to do it to where you're pretty sure you got it to where it's not eligible.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to put it next to another one and be like, that's clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you step forward, the magistrate reads out your sentence, which is recorded by the warden before into a large, thick book, log of names and crimes, as it's turned towards you with a quill and a thick, sharp, clean needle. You sign the page, Harold Hovelton, and stamp your blood with your finger at the edge, smearing it just a little. Everything you have with you is taken from you in a private room, where you then are strung up nude and chained to a cross before being lashed across the back 37 times.
Jesus Christ.
The number of times you snuck Via Miliana out of the house. The cat of nine tails only cuts the skin enough to barely damage you, causing it only 8 points of damage
Only 8.
Dead.
for 37 strikes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
However, the whole ordeal is excruciating, and you are currently exhausted.
Yes. I was going to say, for those of you who are not home, who are like, in the movies, they just take it and grit their teeth. It was once recorded, or actually multiple times recorded, that no man who has ever been lashed got away without crying. That is a 100% real life fact for you. So
Yep.
Harold is exhausted, beaten,
Yep.
and sobbing.
You collapse to the floor. Soon, the feeling of ice-cold water crashes against your skin. And then again as you turn over and stand up, followed directly by you being pelted with a white cloud of delousing powder.
Jeez.
On a stool nearby is a set of rough, itchy, two-toned clothes. The jacket, that fits a little too loose, has one black sleeve and one white sleeve, and the front panels are mirrored as well, that alternates away from the sleeves patterned from white to black, and black to white, then black again. The pants fit uncomfortably tight,
No!
reminding you of your rash.
No! I knew it! I knew from the look in Devin's eye!
However, instead of purple, they have one black leg and one white leg. Across the back of the jacket and down one side of the leg is the number 46692. You are then taken down a long staircase into a dark, damp corridor of stone and iron, illuminated by a few torches on the wall and slammed into a prison cell. A few minutes pass as you contemplate everything that just happened before you hear a rustling in the adjacent cell.
What do you do?
I go to investigate that.
Okay.
It's me. Like out of game me.
Huh?
I said it's me, but like out
Okay.
of game me.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you look to see if you can see.
Disadvantage. It is dark down here. You do have dark vision,
Yep,
but
but it is still dim light.
Goodbye. Goodbye forever. I'll come back for you. Hey, all right. Even with disadvantage, 17?
17.
All right. As you look over and pierce, trying to see who or what is across from you, you kind of peer, pressing against the bars as you peer, and you see a sliver of green and scales.
Harold, is that you?
Salazar?
You see the young, excitable lizard folk alchemist push his snout through the bars in your direction, making you fall back. As his dark tongue flicks out into the air before his smile curls into a row of sharp, dagger-like tipped teeth. His black claws wrap around the iron bars in the lighting.
He looks terrifying, like a velociraptor from a certain movie series.
Yes, me! So what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, getting my lashes done. What about you?
I was arrested for disturbing the peace and brandishing weapons without just cause.
What happened?
Well, they say I owe the city 30 dragons, but I haven't seen a one. I thought there was going to be one in the swamp, but it turned out to be an old lady.
Right. Okay.
I'm stuck here for a few days, and I have to file down my claws.
No. Oh no. What
Or
is...
I have to live in the field ward. So how long are we going to be neighbors?
Such a precious.
You're
sweet
too
son of a
pure for this world, Salazar.
Y'all are monsters.
Can you explain to me the situation that got you in this mess?
So I was watching the house with Sally,
Okay.
and there was this big fat guy,
Sure.
real small, but real round. And he saw me and he panicked, and I was sleeping in the alleyway.
Was this a gnome?
Sure.
Okay, did he look like the kids?
Yeah, it looked a little bit like a pixel.
Did he have like a big, bushy...
Yes.
Okay.
You remember now that they didn't meet.
I know.
never
I'm putting it
explained.
together now.
And so they found me, and they panicked, and the watch came and told me to put down my weapons, and I don't have any weapons, and so they put me in shackles, and I'm here.
How long have you been here?
Middle of last night.
Shit. Well, we're not gonna file down your claws if we can help it. We'll just get you a pair of gloves.
But soft-skin hands have like 5 fingers, and I only have
we'll make
4.
custom gloves, Sal. We can do it. If
know,
I ever
probably
get out of
can.
here.
I don't know how to work with skin yet, but I could probably make something.
Okay, well, Sal, I'm glad you're okay. I can't get you the money because I don't know if... I mean, I know what my sentence technically was, but we'll see how long it lasts with Gathala behind it.
Who?
V's dad.
V sent you here?
No. V's dad sent me here because he wanted V to go home.
Is it against the law to not go home?
No, he lied to the police, and because he's wealthy and has a lot of power, he's able to do that, and they'll just buy it. I'm sorry this happened to you, Salazar. You don't deserve this.
It's fine. I'm used to the dark and cold and clammy.
Yeah, but...
Well, usually it's warmer. But it's just a couple of days. But we gotta find these dragons.
Dragons are the name for gold pieces. You had money.
Oh. Well, maybe then I just... Well, they said I have to be here for a minimum of 3 days. And then maybe I can be bailed out. If someone can... Or maybe they have my money.
I'll try to find a way to
But if not, then I have to live in the field ward.
You're not going to live in the field ward.
What's a field? Is it like literally like there's a ward in the city where it's
like
just an open field?
No, it's...
Is this where they do the crops?
No, it's not like that. It's like a... I'll show it to you, but you won't be living there, okay?
Okay.
It's kind of like where people who don't have a whole lot of money end up going. If you get out of here before I do, you need to tell everybody I'm okay.
Are you not okay?
No, I'm not okay, no.
Well, then why would I say that you're okay?
Because we don't want them to worry about me.
But isn't that what the BFTs do?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
How long are you in here?
How long did they say?
A
The next 10 day? Yeah. A 10 day, so at the end of that, we'll see if...
So maybe the whole time. We might be friends. Well, we're friends, but we're like neighbors.
I hope it just stays a 10 day.
Yes.
I look around. Are there a lot of people down here?
Not near you.
Yep.
Okay.
Just him next to your cell.
You see him kind of like rustle around a little bit. He goes, you know, these soft skin clothes are really itchy.
Yeah. I know.
Everyone else.
I was gonna be like, hey, you want some music while we're waiting?
How?
Is
You
there
don't have your accordion.
Is there any sort of like stick-like things, like maybe like an old stick or something I could like bang on the bars with?
There is a waste pot. There is a
straw mattress.
straw mattress.
That's it.
Like a hard straw mattress.
Yeah, exactly. Literally turn the waste pot over, making sure there's no waste in it, obviously, first.
It's clean right now.
Okay, and I'll turn it upside down, and I'll...
Clean.
It's empty.
It's empty.
It's empty. And I'll bang
sand.
on the bottom of it and like a drum and make like some bongo beats going, and natural one.
You.
And from the waste that's been there, even though it hasn't really been cleaned, it's just been dumped. It is rusted.
And just
Your hand just goes right through it.
That'll be fun for the guards to figure out. Set it back up. I take that piece and I just slide it under the bed and just, alrighty.
All right.
Noted.
Noted. Noted. Got it.
Everyone else, what are you doing?
What are y'all doing?
I immediately close curtains on the side around. It's like, we have an option. There's one other person who actually has say against your father in the city. The Harper.
I was thinking we could probably entreat the castle lanterns.
I don't know them that well.
You do.
I do.
Could you?
Yeah, I could probably talk to the castle lantern. I mean, they met.
Do they have more power than your father? Were you marrying up?
Was I marrying up? Or equal?
Hard to say.
It benefited both families.
Yes. Yes. The
They
castle
have
lantern.
a separate empire from our own.
All right. I have no problem with exploring this option. I'm wanted inside of the city. It might be best if we travel
Wait,
separately.
how do we get
and
in
meet up.
contact with the Harpers?
Sleep, pre-strings. Matt.
Matt.
at the tavern.
Okay, yeah, we can go talk to Matt.
We may want to go separately.
I'm wanted in the city. If they find you with me, you're going to be seen as accomplices.
We could go to the Castle Lanterns.
And I'm not going to be able to help you with that anyway.
Butchered that name.
Yeah, and apparently my father's going around arresting anyone seen with me, so... Okay. Oh, yeah, well, we can go to the Castle Lanterns.
Whatever the case may be.
I could probably... I've been accepted into the Black Staff. I can try and meet with her and prove that you weren't affected by magic.
The Black Staff can do that?
I don't know. She's the most powerful
Wizard,
in
maybe.
Probably the world right now.
Okay. So you're going to talk to Matt?
Yes.
You're going to go to the Black Staff, and I'm going to go talk to the Castle Lanterns.
I hope I can get an audience.
Okay.
All right.
I put my cloak on. And it's pretty simple looking. Nothing fancy.
Got it.
All right.
Who's going where?
I am waiting until both of them leave.
This is next level splitting up the party.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Next level splitting up the party.
And wait until both of them leave. And even before then, I want to look outside the window, see if there's anybody watching.
Make a perception check.
Thank you. Pretty good. 21.
As you look around, there's a lot of there's people passing by looking, but it could be the fact that there was a big commotion here 2 nights last night and tonight, or in this morning, so it's, or 2 days ago. And so it's been a lot of activity around this house. So, and there's a window broken with a armoire door.
Noble's gonna gossip.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nothing's shady. No one's shady in the shadows that you see.
Excellent. I think we're clear. By the by, knowing that I may have to go traipse about town, I have chosen something more foppish than what I would normally wear, trying to present myself off as weird noble birth, although the cloak... Does he have a black cloak?
You're currently wearing V's cloak that you can make look like anything.
Sweet.
No, I thought,
Oh, did you take that back?
Yep.
Okay.
Back.
Oh, I should probably give it back to you because
It depends if we've left or not yet. If you've already left, then we'll deal with that. But I just found a black cloak or a dark color cloak. Or
yeah, sorry.
There's
I take it
multiple
back.
colored
I totally
cloaks.
take it back.
Some of them have moth holes in it that you're like, oh, damn, and then you have to choose another one.
one is close to her colors.
Two.
No, not hers. The woman I met that night.
Got it. So purples and darks.
Yes.
Things not pitch black,
See, purple really is your color.
because black does not actually blend into the shadows.
As soon as I picked that up, Harold's words entered my mind, and I just
So let him know.
Yep.
He can never know.
It's not a vibrant purple like Harold's. It is a very dark, deep
that's
purple.
exactly what I want then.
Perfect.
Like a midnight blue.
I don't think anybody's watching. If we're gonna do this, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Good luck.
You too.
Good luck.
Indigo. Sorry, is that the word you're looking for?
What?
The color indigo?
Oh, yeah. Indigo.
All right,
me a
and
second,
with
too.
that, the 3 of you leave in 3 separate ways.
Oh, goodness
Yep,
gracious.
I took a carriage. How much does it cost me?
Where are you going?
I'm going to the Castellanter's estate.
I do not believe it. It is going to cost you a silver because it is only like 3 blocks over.
Cool. I didn't know it was only 3 blocks over.
Castle Hunters.
I guess I could have walked, but screw it. I took a carriage.
Just imagine Devin and Dustin taking their laptops and just snapping them over their knees. Like, what in the fuck?
When have I not been proactive?
All of your plans out the window.
yeah.
Now we're supposed to go straight to the jail to save Harold ourselves.
Yeah, it's a 3.5. It's 3.5 blocks away. It's actually not that far.
In fact, it's not even a silver. In fact, it should not. It should be less than a silver, but you're getting charged a silver because you're in the seaboard.
Yep.
Well then, maybe we'll already took it. Screw it. Who cares? I paid a silver. I got there. I didn't realize how close it was.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I get out, and I'm like, well, maybe they can help. And I approach the door. and ring the little dingy dong doorbell.
The ding dong.
I'm in a mood. I don't know.
Is that what nobles call it? It's like, look at my new installed dingy dog.
All right. Where are you going?
That'd be awesome if that's what they called it.
You're taking a carriage to the Blackstaff. Got it. And you're going?
Carriage to the yawning portal.
Got it. All right. Yours is going to be 5 silver.
Sweet.
Because it's all the way at the end of the thing. And yours is also
Gotcha.
going to
Hold
be
up.
5 silver because you're both going. Both of y'all are going to the castle ward.
There we go. Yep.
The Blackstaff
This
is
type
only
is-
like 4 blocks away. It's not far at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, might be. My brain is. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, got it.
It's like right there somewhere.
It's crazy that the city is mapped out this well.
Yeah, it's much
Oh, okay. No,
Waterdeep's
it's a
been
little
around
further.
for a
It's
while.
not 5
That's
silver.
true. That's very true.
3 silver for you, 5 silver for you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Paid.
Okay, so let's start.
Who are we starting with?
Change some music here.
Who are we starting with?
We'll start with Finley.
I always go last. Alright.
You come once again, you feel the tower as if it is watching you. People are milling about in the open courtyard.
I dismiss Savard
Okay.
because
Okay.
I haven't cast that spell on him.
Okay.
I'll go up
Mhm.
and do the thing Alina does
Okay.
and see if it works.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to open the door.
I know. What are
I'm
you
putting
doing?
my hand on it like she does.
Okay. You know that there's a little bit more to it.
Do I see Alina sitting outside?
You do not. You know that she has uttered some words, and you know that it has been simple spells.
Oh. Like she was channeling a
Mhm.
magic in? Cool. I will channel a first level spell into it, and that first level spell will be Mage Armor.
Okay,
I'll
that's
just
fine.
cast Mage Armor on the building.
As you do that, that white symbol forms across your hand,
When do they have time to do that?
and it opens.
And then where there wasn't a door, there's now a door, and it opens up. And you step into the lobby, and you see the same elven gentleman.
Again, pulls both wands, and then sits them down.
Small victories everywhere. Hi.
Yes.
Where's Alina? Do you know where Alina is right now? Is she in class?
Do I look like her caretaker?
Okay, fine.
But yes, she is in class.
Cool. Do you by chance have appointment for an audience with the Blackstaff? It's very urgent.
Nope. Make a precise check in.
Yeah. Oh, that's upsetting. 7.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have
Right,
a-
right. Yeah, that's right.
Tell Alina that I need to talk to her, like, super badly right now. And that it's really dire.
This
He's
is
just staring at you.
Cool. When do I'm gonna go. Can I walk into the building?
past the wall that you know is. Yep, you totally can.
He doesn't stop you.
Yeah. Cool.
Peace.
I'm gonna walk into the building.
He turns and sits back down as you enter into that large open common area, the cafeteria, if you will.
I did not think this through. Who's around?
There's a smattering of people
Is
eating
the
lunch.
dwarf? Oh wait, no. Of course the dwarf's not there. I will sit down for a second and try to compose my thoughts. Really need to talk to you, Flagstaff. Are there doors out of the?
There's tons of doors in here.
debating wandering around the Blacksmith Tower.
Oh my god.
It's like your first day of kindergarten. You don't want to go into class because you're new.
I don't want to interrupt class. Jesus, I can't speak.
10 minutes pass.
And you're like debating, figuring out what to do. Like you get up, you start walking, you're like, no, you sit back down. You're like, no, I don't do that. No, I don't do it. Do I do this? Do I do that? And thoughts rushing through your head, figuring out what to do.
Another 10 minutes pass.
I'll just wait here for Alina. That's what I'll do. Because she'll know what to do. She's so smart.
Another 10 minutes pass. And although you are surrounded by a bunch of people eating, studying, moving, you then feel a presence behind you.
Hello?
You need my help.
Oh shit.
Standing over you is the dark caramel skin
Oh, she's so pretty.
Vajra Safar, leaning on the intricate carved black staff.
Yes, I really, really need your help right now.
Congratulations on passing your test.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I bow?
She grins and kind of shakes her head.
I'm acting really weird right now because I have this coin. I found it. It's cursed. Just throwing that one out there. My friend got arrested. And
That seems unfortunate for your friend.
he was accused of using magic to manipulate a noble woman. And
That is a crime against a noble, an official of the city.
but it's not true. At all. I wouldn't suffer anyone manipulating someone like that. And she, as far as I know, is willing, and I trust this man. More than I've trusted anyone in my life. There's no way he would have done that. Is there any way you could, or someone from here sent by you could demonstrate that she wasn't manipulated, or something like that?
There are possible divinations that could be done to show the truth. But if I get involved, or the Blackstaff Tower gets involved, I do not want to be accused of hampering justice.
I was hoping because you're so powerful, you are the Blackstaff, they would trust your word as sovereign. I'm not from here, to be honest. I don't know how these laws work. They held a trial without him there, without him being able to speak on his behalf, and I just
Was
think
there
that's-
not a magistrate?
There was, but she walked in, arrested him, and sentenced him immediately. We didn't even know a trial was happening.
A magistrate there. A magistrate can trial anyone.
They didn't even test anything. They just took Gathala's word for it.
Many times this happens with a magistrate. It is costly to prove otherwise.
I have
The
100.
Gathalas hold a high station in the city, and so their word is also taken as truth. They have done things for the city.
We have she herself, the one not accused, but the one that they say is a victim, is going to the Castellanters right now to get their word against the Gathalas. I hope that she's successful. I'm hoping with you, or your authority, and the Castellanters, it will persuade them.
What can help your friend the most? If what you speak is truth, is a masked lord. A masked lord can overrule a ruling of a magistrate, a pardon. Or the open lord.
Okay.
Do you...
Find a mask?
This is a silly question. You wouldn't happen to know any masked lords?
Not that I know of, and I do have a connection with Renaer. Never ever. Thank you.
His name probably will not benefit you.
Honestly, I don't know much about Waterdeep. He was the son
His
of an
father ruled as Open Lord before.
Oh, but not currently.
No. L'Oreal Silverhand. She is the Open Lord.
You know, I've heard that name.
Yes, one of the Moon Sisters.
Can I roll a history check on
Sure.
her? Oh my god! 13.
13.
You have heard, you're not certain, but you've heard that title, the Moon
Yeah.
Sisters, in direct connection with Mystra. You're not sure what it means or what it stands for, but it has something to do with Mystra.
Oh. I pull out my holy symbol.
Exactly. Touched by Mystra. There are 7 of them. So, I am busy. I guess I can try and aid you. Thing is that your name does not hold much pull over the Open Lord. At least currently. I do not know your path.
There's a lot of talks of paths recently.
You have met with Hlam.
Yeah.
I know. He is there to test people's true potential, to make sure that they are worthy of being a member to reside within the Blackstaff Tower. Do you wish to be a student, or do you wish to form an allegiance with the Greyhands and become initiates?
Perhaps both.
Well, you have proven yourself, so maybe we can speak of that later. I wish you the best in aiding your friend. I will try and speak to the Open Lord, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you.
Try and find a masked lord.
Do you not have any hints about finding a masked lord?
I was going to say good luck, because if you know who they are, they're not doing their job.
Right. Thank you.
They're supposed to be unbiased and secret aides in the city. If people know who they are, they can manipulate them.
Sure, that happens almost 0% of the time, right?
This is why we have the justice system.
It's a great one. Thank you, Blackstaff.
If there's nothing else,
How do classes work here? Is there an orientation?
I'll send someone to speak with you. And if you want to stay here, someone will meet with you and explain how to be
Be a student.
be a
Thank
student
you.
enrolled into the classes. And if you ask, we'll start to tell you about becoming an initiate.
Great.
Yep.
I hate this coin so much. It makes everything so uncomfortable.
Hey, dirty sounds girl. I'm looking.
Vio Million. You take a carriage and you make your way to Castellenter Villa. Its stark white walls and gleaming crimson roof and turrets stand out even among the other opulent estates of the Seaward. A 3-story mansion lies in the midst of a picturesque green gardens, dappled with hedges and water features. The estate is surrounded by a tall, white brick wall with a single wrought iron gate as an entrance. The Castellanter's family crest, a green Y overlapping a stylized goose being fed, is emblazoned on the gate, and armored guards stand at attention on either side.
Hi, I wish to have an audience with Lord and Lady Castellanter. View Emiliano Gathala.
At that name, they were literally about to be like, eh.
Yeah.
As you wish, lady fella. And he kind of goes, and you see another guard on the inside. He says something. You see him hustle towards the thing, and the gates open, and you are.
We got Gathalas again.
Again? What? Who else is here?
Oh God, no, Mom.
No. I walk in, my parents are inside. No.
No. As you enter through a beautiful garden, and you are brought through the main doors into a very, very large foyer. There are multiple stairs. Hold on a second. You see what appears to be a magnificent harpsichord sitting in the hall, a stool next to it. No one plays it, but a crimson carpet runs down towards an open door to the foyer. You see light from a crystal chandelier that reflects off more than 3 dozen holy symbols of a deity you're not familiar with.
Okay.
Perched on wall shelves, each in the form of a silver chalice with a golden sun etched on its outside.
A sun?
It is a silver chalice with a golden sun etched on its outside.
That is the symbol of the deity. A man, you can see, turns the corner, and
he is human. He has balding hair, but still has some hair with a few comb-over pieces here. A pencil-thin mustache, which extends straight down and then straight out.
Very Salvador Dali.
Yeah, and he's dressed in a full-tailed tux, stands completely upright. Lady Vio Miliana Gathala, what do we owe the pleasure of you gracing our halls once again?
I actually had a potential favor to ask Lord and Lady Castellanter if they'll meet with me.
I'll see if they are willing to take an audience with you. It is lovely to see you again.
Thank you, you too.
It's been years.
Yes, it's been quite some time.
Ever since young Osvaldo disappeared.
Yes. Bless his soul.
Hopefully he's still alive and just missing.
I mean, like, you know,
Okay,
alive, not like.
my apologies.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not good at my idioms.
Please take a seat. Is there anything I can get you?
I'm all right, thank you. I don't
Okay.
even know if I used the word idiom right.
I believe.
That's pretty good.
Tell them you
believe,
fancy things.
Lady Castellanter is out with the twins. I'll see if the Lord is ready.
Okay, that's fine with me.
And he hurries off, and you see him go disappear down a corridor. About 5 or 6 minutes later, he comes walking back.
And he says, "If you followed me to the smoking room."
Thank you.
Of
And
course.
I followed.
Yes. He takes you into the room, and there's a guard in the Castellanter colors and embroidery, standing there, just kind of absent-mindedly. There are fine armchairs, very similar to Renaer's, the leather-buttoned, high arch. And throughout the room, it smells faintly of pipeweed. The scent is almost obscured by incense and delicate perfume.
There are several paintings and portraits on the wall. You see a somber young Victoro from his beaming human father. A wedding portrait showing Victoro and Amalia smiling and carefree. 12-year-old Osvaldo holding a ceremonial rapier.
There's a a vase with flowers sitting underneath that picture.
And then Amalia sitting with baby Terenzio and Zarina in her lap while Victoria reads them a fairy tale. There's are several portraits that are hanging on the walls.
Soon after, the man in gallivant, foppish clothing walks in.
Lady Riomiliana, it is so good to see you again.
It's great to see you too, Victoria.
What do I have the honor of seeing you yet again so soon?
Unfortunately, I'm here on bad news.
Oh no.
Remember one of my friends from the shop earlier, Harold?
Ah, yes, of course. Your herald, of course.
Obviously. You see, I'm kind of in a tough spot because you know how I said that I was looking at investing in local businesses and whatnot, and that's my business with the tavern?
Yes, of course.
My father didn't really know about it. I went on my own, and I haven't been really in contact with him for the last week or two, and he knew I ran off on my own. I wouldn't necessarily say ran off. I always had intentions of, going back. But
He immediately he takes your hand and puts his hand on it and goes, I understand.
he has falsely accused Harold of influencing me with magic and kidnapping me, got the magistrate to sentence him on the spot, and took him to prison. I forgot the name of the prison.
Castle Waterdeep.
And took him to Castle Waterdeep, where I'm sure by now he's been lashed 37 times.
Oh dear. That
And
is...
I
would say I am surprised that your father would do that, but I'm not.
yeah, seems most people
He is not a subtle man. But are you asking for help in releasing him?
I didn't know if there was anything you could do, or if you had any advice on how to, because the issue is, I mean, right now, the whole situation's against me because supposedly I have a magic spell put on me. I know I don't,
I see.
but I'm a little unsure on what I could
Well,
do.
as Amalio said at Corellian's
Corellin's crown.
Corellian's crown, I had it right. As Corellian's crown, you are the daughter to us, even though the marriage never went through when Osvaldo went missing. But in our eyes, you are still family.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry that your father would stoop so low to get you back. You are, what, 19 now? 20?
Almost 20.
You have the right to make your own decisions in life. I do not know what we can do, but I assure you that the Castellanters will do everything in our power to free your herald from so that he may continue with your lessons and other things. I see now that he is not just a herald to you, a teacher, but he is a friend.
Yes, he is my best friend. Can I insight check just to make sure?
Sure, absolutely.
He's being legit. I'm
Sure.
gonna assume he is. I'm just want to make sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
13.
very sincere.
Okay, I figured as much.
Yeah, you sense this a little undertone when he speaks of your father, almost like
Everyone does.
almost like distastefulness to it, very subtle, but other than that, there's not really much that seems very, very sincere and troubled by this, and very much wants to help you.
I wish I could have been part of this family sooner.
Understandable, but let us see. Let me send, and he'll to remember. Wilford,
Yes, sire.
would you gather a letter for me and bring me a swan? I will wish to send a message to the magistrates.
As you wish, Lord.
Thank you so much. And she goes to hug Victorio.
He's there, child. No need.
This means so much to me.
It is the least that we can do. And like I said, the Castellanters, we did not just lose a son that day. We lost a daughter as well. And he goes to his, kind of pats you, and then kind of goes to his desk, one of the smaller desks in the sitting room, as the butler Wilford brings him a piece of parchment. He scribbles, and you see Wilford come back with wax. It's a golden color, and he holds a candle, drips it, and you see him hold his ring up. He stamps it into the letter.
It has the Y emblem.
Cool.
Yep. And you see him fold it, and it turns into an origami swan, and he hands it to Wilford. Says, "Get this out immediately."
Yes, sire. And he leaves. Lady Gathala. And he walks away.
I wish we could be meeting on such better terms, but
Yes, I'm still looking forward to your garden party.
yes, a feast for Founders Day.
Yes.
To celebrate the founders of the city.
Yes, Founders Day celebration. I still look forward to that.
Wonderful. It is something we are looking forward to, as we hope to raise quite a bit of money for the charity.
Absolutely.
And you're more than welcome to stay, or if you wish to, I can send word to wherever it is you're staying.
I'm but stay.
It's okay. It's been a long time.
I'm currently staying at, what's Renaer's last name again?
Never Ember.
At the Never Ember Manor.
Really? I didn't think anybody was there after the Galt got kicked out of the city.
Renaer is still there.
Ah, I see. It is all right. You are young. It has been some time. Do not... The heart wants what it wants. And again, do not feel bad. I understand.
Thank you. I straight up don't know what to say. She's like, do I say something about Osvaldo? Do I say like?
I do not know much about Renaer. I do hope that he is far better than his father, for his father is not a good man.
I can tell you he is.
And I trust in your faith, Lady Emiliana.
Yes, he's already helped me out more than you know.
I will send word there once we have news.
Thank
from
you.
Your friend's incarceration and hopefully freedom. And he lays his hand on your hand as he takes it gently, nods, and Wilford will show you out.
Thank you. And every little bit counts, so I really appreciate it.
It is of no trouble whatsoever. I promise.
Okay, so I go with, we said Wilford?
Wilford, yep.
Wilford?
Yep. About 2 minutes pass, and then he comes back. Shall we be seeing you again soon?
Yes, I should hope so.
Again, it's lovely to see you again. Shall I escort you? And he
Of course.
holds his arm out.
I take it.
Lead you to the door and...
Out, past the garden, and to the gate.
Okay, he's not expecting it, but I give Wilford a hug.
You see him kind of tense up,
Yeah.
and he's like, then he relaxes, and
Thank you,
Yeah.
Wilford.
Pats you on your back, and as you lean down to give him a hug, because
Right.
you're a good 2 feet
Yeah.
taller than him,
One of those, hey,
2.5 feet. He's like pushing 5'1", 5'2". He's a short man.
Yeah, that's alright. Okay. And I get a carriage, and I go back to...
as you hail the carriage, he stops and goes, on the Castellantis.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You as well.
You know, I swear.
I go back to Renaer's house, which I gotta write down his last name. I keep forgetting it.
Never Ember.
Never Ember.
Never Ember.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, we make our way to the yawning portal.
Is Renaer's father like a rival of mine?
No.
Not anymore.
No. The Degalt Neverember was kicked out of the city for
Nefarious stuff.
I was
nefarious
trying to
things.
figure out the disdain in my
Basically
dad's.
ran the city into the ground.
Got it.
Awful, just bad person.
Yeah.
And shady and
Cool.
Yep.
Everything Vaas hates about nobles.
is Degalt Never Ember.
Yep.
Renaer's really nice. Okay. All right. Got it.
Yep.
So he would be like, was he involved in the mob?
Oh, things that Degalt did. No, it wasn't more that. It was just if someone were
Took
to,
advantage of his power
Got it.
to every possible means.
Question.
Yeah.
It's like you're telling us, like, well, Al Capone got kicked out of the city because, you know, he was reading the Prohibition and Neverwinter.
I didn't know in what way was he involved.
Yeah.
We
You
plan
don't know
on
many details. You just know that.
Versus like giving people money versus like. doing
Very
shit.
much used his
Yeah.
power to manipulate many things.
Yep.
Maybe he got a special deal. I don't know.
All right, we make our way to the jaunty, rowdy tavern where you all first met. As you enter enter the doors and ascend the small stairs, it's about lunchtime at this point, or right before lunchtime, and
Pretty busy.
Yep.
You see Bonnie moving back and forth to tables. You see Durnan behind the bar. And you see Three Strings plugging away on his lute.
I walk up to him, kind of listening, you know, and as soon as he finishes this song, I drop a dragon into whatever thing he has in front of him. It's like,
He nods.
I prefer you much better whenever you play the harp. And then I jerk my head towards an open table and sit down.
He goes, everyone, I'm going to take a break. I need to. I'm very parched. Very parched. Thank you.
Applause. And
Yep. Everything will resume in the next 30 minutes. Enjoy your meals.
very like there's not a lot. It's not like oh, it's just like
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
you're the ambient noise here. Got it. Very much how it is with them here. And
Yeah. So he makes his way over to your table.
Time is of the essence, so I'll be quick. Harold has been imprisoned for a crime he did not commit by the
So you
lead of the
get taken back. Okay.
by the lead of the Gathala family. I can't remember his first name. Large man, bold. Apparently
Elithak.
smelled from what I heard.
And his name is Elithak Gathala.
Exactly, the man we were talking about earlier, a few days prior.
Yes, and he's incarcerated.
Yes,
Harold.
For the crime of mentally possessing Viomelia Gathala, our Goliath companion.
It's Viomiliana.
Okay, I'll take
Or
your
V.
that-
Harold sometimes calls her Millie.
I'm not going to call her that.
I wouldn't.
Vaas takes a mental note of that, though.
Yeah.
What do you think Gathala knows
Of you? I don't know.
in our plan? Do you think he got wind? And he's
Doubtful.
trying to cut off the head of the snake.
Harold is the head of the snake?
He's the one I approached with this.
Possibly, but many of us were there. Our companion, the elf, Venley, was with us as well. If he had known that you two were conspiring, he would have gone after her as well. He didn't. Only went after Harold. I think this may be a more personal matter, but the magistrate was there personally to deliver sentence immediately.
If a lord approaches our magistrate with firm evidence. And there's firm evidence.
Is there?
Yes, Harold snuck her out all the time.
And we're to assume this was through mind control? Is there?
Oh, that I don't know. But all he would have to say is she had been taken from the household so many times. It's easily to say that he, with our abilities, manipulated her through magic or otherwise into leaving the home. But I know that is not true because of the way she speaks of her family. I'm just saying how a magistrate would take things. Also, he is a lord, so they would take his word. He's not someone lowly and looking to make money or to manipulate, although he is.
Of course. They trash, all of them. But in any case, is there any way we can either appeal this or, given our options may be limited and the fact that we can't personally pay his fine, and if this Gathala man wants him in prison, he'll be in there for a long time. Is there any options we
What was he
have?
charged with?
Coercing a noble, I believe, was the...
You say that he manipulation and that I see no more than a 10-day. But
Something else was on top of that, the use of magic on someone without their consent.
Yes. Lashings, fines, but unless there's anything extremely grievous, I don't think he would be charged with more than a 10-day, but let me see what I can do.
Okay.
Harpers can't really manipulate the law too much, but I'll see who I know.
Who can?
Masked lords.
I know what a masked lord is.
Oh yeah,
right?
very much so. They're the ruling council of Waterdeep.
Gotcha.
But the Open Lord is but no one knows their identities. They are completely secret. Only the Open Lord is the only known Lord.
I doubt you know this or would be willing to tell me. Even if you did, do you know one?
I do not.
Inside check. Natural 20.
Yeah.
He does not.
Damn it.
Yep.
But now you know for sure he doesn't know.
With that feeling, you feel that he has a little bit of guilt because he can't help you.
Damn. I don't trust that this is just going to be a 10-day sentence if this Gathala man can just make the magistrate appear out of thin air.
Well, he probably... The guards and the watch of Waterdeep do not look into a disappearance until a 10-day has passed. So he would have had to wait at least a 10-day. Has she been gone for more than that?
Okay.
Then he could approach a magistrate, filed paperwork, and then had law sentenced against him.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, of course, that it was more than a 10-day, that he was held unjustly. How would we go about getting him out illegally? And would you be willing to assist in that?
If it was proven that it was unjust, the Harpers have their ways.
I will hold you to that then.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do.
I understand. I won't keep you much longer than that. Thank you.
And that's it. I'm going to return to being 3 strings.
Have at it.
Good transition. That was good.
He makes his way up. Make me a perception check.
Not bad, not bad. 14.
It's subtle, but you catch him as he's walking up. You see him pull out what looks to be a silver coin, and you see his mouth's moving. But you can't make out anything after that. And then he goes up and starts strumming.
Look like anything I recognize? Okay.
Nope. But when he gets up, you see the silver coin is gone.
I get out, thought of a masked lord on my mind, and knowing I didn't spend too much time there, how far am I from the field ward?
Far. Very far.
Very, very
We
far.
won't do that today then.
Okay.
Okay.
But we'll keep that in mind if this becomes dire.
Got it.
As you go to leave, a tousled redhead man walks up to you and goes, we met once. Just letting you know, whenever you're ready, I have missions for you.
Do I know who this guy is? Because I'm trying to remember.
He's not redhead. He's more of like a bleach blonde, salt and pepper type.
Yeah.
Do I know what organization he represents?
You remember him? You met him once, and his name is Maloon.
Yeah.
Maloon War Dragon, and he is
Gotcha.
part of the Greyhounds.
Explain to me the Greyhounds.
He's part of Forced Grey. Actually.
Forced Grey.
Yeah, Force Grey, which is the full members of the Grey Hands past initiate. Works for the Blackstaff.
Yep. And he's like, I got work for you. Missions, whenever you're ready, let me know.
Grab him, take him to a table. Let's sit him down.
He tells you all about that.
And we'll,
Okay.
We're going to cut back to Harold.
Oh God.
Mr. Hamilton.
Hours have gone by, but it's hard to tell just how long, since the only light you have is the flickering flames of torches. As you have waited, you've noticed 2 guard shifts change and 12 torch changes. For the first few hours, you and Salazar just talked about nothing. He told you everything he saw while guarding the house. He was arrested outside of, and all about the places he wants to see in the trades ward. Despite his disposition, he seems pretty optimistic, although confused as to why he is here. You spent time explaining what prison is and how Waterdeep has laws that the wilderness does not seem to share.
You didn't tell him what prison is?
It takes him a while because he questions everything that does not have a direct correlation to aiding in survival or being an adventurer. In the beginning, the guards tell you to stay quiet, but seem to either give up or allow the teachings of the Waterdeep Code legal to an outsider, okay. Eventually, he gets tired, and for the past hour or so, you've been sitting in agonizing silence. The sound of armor slinking down the winding staircase catches your ears once again, although seemingly too soon for a shift change. Soon you recognize the rugged, dark-skinned man with heavy stubble beard who is in charge of the prison, Warden Wanangwa Telodo.
Tadolo.
Oh, Tadolo, sorry. My dyslexia is catching up. He speaks quietly to one of the guards. They nod and head towards your cell while removing a set of keys, rotating through the menagerie before coming to yours and begin unlocking the door.
What am I already due for another lashing? I counted it. I hit 37.
The city of Waterdeep would like to offer its sincerest apologies and condolence for the mistaken identity, Mr. Cord. Here are all your effects, as well as 10 dragons for restitution due to defamation, indemnifications. You seem to have friends in some high places.
Yes, I do.
The warden steps forward into your cell, places a box onto the ground next to the hard straw mattress. Inside are all of your clothes, your pile of necklaces, your porcelain mask, your Compresca accordion, a small black bag of coins, and on the very top is a single, freshly picked red rose.
Fuck! That was exactly what I was hoping wouldn't be in the box. I physically pale looking at that.
Once you have changed, you're free to go.
Did I recognize Tadilla from anything involving?
He was the one that wrote down your name.
But he's never worked with.
Nope.
Okay.
And if you'd like to, I don't know, roll it.
I'm gonna pick up my. Yeah, I want to roll insight on him to see what's going on here. Oh wow, 21.
21. His demeanor, it does not seem nefarious at all. He's actually surprised and kind of like ashamed that you've been, your identity has been mistaken. And during this time, you see a man that looks rugged, and his face he's human. He has dark hair. He has dark eyes. And for a second, you think it's Vaas. Until he walks by.
It's not. But damn, that was like, you're like, ooh, you know, everyone has a doppelganger? Not being an actual doppelganger, but
yeah.
But this guy
like
looks real close.
Oh yeah, like tousled, like curly, short cropped hair, but no scar.
Okay, I'll be like,
Oh, hey, boss. What are you doing down? Oh,
And the guy looks at you and kind of.
I memorized his features real quick.
Okay.
And then,
because that is going to be a disguise later. And I will start gathering my things, but first I'm going to open up the black bag of coins, eye them, and then count it.
10 dragons.
10 dragons? That's it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh no, your all your
gold.
gold's there too.
Okay.
This is in addition to that.
Oh,
Yes,
this is
This is
dragons.
the city
that's
saying
twisted.
we're sorry.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Here's money.
I thought you were saying that's all I get from the city.
I'll be like,
shoot 37
I'll
times.
be
It's
like,
$10.
there appears to be 30 dragons
More than
missing
10
from
bucks.
this.
Make a deception check.
I will.
Come on, big money.
18.
Big money. 8.
Damn it, Harold.
No.
Not from us, but if someone's stolen 30 dragons from you.
There was 30 dragons before I was captured. I'll tell you what, I'm willing to let
my
this,
apologies.
I'm willing to let this go if my friend here will say the 30 is taking out from him and we'll post bail.
He still has to serve his time.
How do we know that his time is
the watch officer holding him is like, this man stabbed a city guard fleeing the city.
What?
Which one are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about Salazar.
Oh, sorry.
Salazar.
I thought you were talking about the man.
No.
When did Salazar?
They're carrying that guy's not a guard. He's being carried in.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm going to motion to Salazar and say, I think that seeing what I've seen, I can't trust the verdict that this man has served. He served his time. I've explained to him the laws. You can ask any of the guards around here. He now understands what it is to be here in Waterdeep. And if you don't want me to be a very upset man about what's happened to me, why don't we just let us both walk out of here? 30 dragons.
I cannot allow that to happen. I am sorry. You have paid for his bail, and that is fine. He will be dismissed as soon as possible.
With no lashings?
There are no lashings for what he has done.
Yeah, there were no lashings for what I did either. Let's go. No.
He sees. You feel his guilt and
That's fine.
shame, but he
I
does.
feel bad that I'm guilting him, but
Yeah.
I gotta get Salazar out of here.
Yeah.
All right, I won't push it any further. The dude's legitimately upset. I'm not gonna try to be an asshole. So I'll head out.
And before he does, he stops where you were checked in, speaks to a guard, opens the case, gets out 30 dragons, and he says, "This is going towards this name," and he points to a really terribly scribbled name that says Salazar.
Perfect.
I just want you to know, I'm personally handling it.
Thank you.
Right.
Oh God, please don't let him be waiting for me outside. Please don't let him be waiting for me outside.
Outside the foreboding walls of the massive keep, at the end of the winding trail that runs down the shallow cliff up to the castle, is a plum and crimson colored carriage.
Oh my God, no, this is so bad.
A driver in mostly all blacks, including a tailed double-breasted waistcoat over a stark contrasting bright blood red shirt, waits for you, beckoning you with an open cab door. As you get close to him, you recognize the man as the same one that seemed to easily run the tables at the casino.
Mr. Cord, I insist you get inside. There is much to discuss.
Yeah, there is. Say, what happened to all that money I threw in the floor last time I was in there and I walked past him and get in?
He doesn't seem to...
Yeah, I know. He's in full control. I recognize that.
Inside the cab of the stagecoach
From that.
is a hooded figure in dark muted reds and purples. The two tails of the of the hood draped down his leather-bound jester-like attire. Their hands wrapped in thin layers of leather straps, buckled together like the cloth wraps like a mummy seen to glisten in the light.
Oh, it's worse than I thought.
He continues wiping his hands of what now is easily identified as fresh blood as you sit down. The familiar, cold, dead eyes of the Harlequin sit behind the emotionless expressions of a pale, white, mouthless porcelain mask.
Jesus Christ, no! Harold is visibly horrified, but he's trying to mask it. Wow, that didn't take long.
Now, Oscar, we have you. Can't have you locked up when we have so much left to do.
I was hoping you'd
Please
forgotten.
try to be more careful with your shenanigans.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh no!
No.
This is bad!
Really bad.
This is really bad. I can't do damage. Thank you all so much for a phenomenal episode. We hope you enjoyed it. We missed our lovable paladin, but we assure you she will be back with us on the 26th. We're going to take a little break from the BFGs next week while you have some fun shenanigans with our own Ethan behind the DM screen here.
Yep.
And we're super excited, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yes, and as always, be excellent to each other.
And may you always roll with advantage.
You know, I came out for a good time. Honestly, I'm just feeling attacked.
Good night. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
All right.
Mother's Day.